Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Toon Review. It is the big one. It's Manchester United versus Newcastle United from Old Trafford. Kickoff in just under half an hour's time. And boy, are we up for this one. My name is Paul, and of course, I'm joined by Billy Bob for the core commentary. We're just in. Billy will be teleported onto my screen at kickoff, of course, where you can keep an eye on the stats, etc., etc. But if you do enjoy tonight, as usual, guys, please do give it the like. Very important for the channel that we keep those coming in. And of course, if you're new and you want to be part of this channel, please do subscribe. It is free to do so. We are well on the way to 35,000 subscribers now. Lots of views on the videos and shows now, and the channel is becoming very popular thanks to you guys. So please do hit the subscribe button if you're new. You do have to be a subscriber, of course, to take part in the chat on match days. So make sure you hit that button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. And of course, you can support the channel in the usual two ways. First of all, via membership. That's the join button just underneath myself and Billy Bob. And of course, super chats are the other way, and that is the $ underneath the live chat. That will guarantee your comment to be read out on the show as well. And then finally, a massive thank you to our sponsors, Mamaroo Records. If you're ever kicking around near Whitley Bay in the town centre, go and visit Mamaroo and see Steve for all your vinyls, your CDs, your music merchandise, your sporting merchandise, your gift cards. He does it all. If you can't get into the shop itself, check them out online. It is pinned right at the top of the description. So big thanks once again to Mamaroo Records. Good evening, Billy.
Good evening, and good evening to all the Magpie Massive out there in Viewerland.
And how are we feeling in the build-up, Billy? Are we still confident?
Yes, confident, nervously confident, because Manchester United do turn it on against us sometimes. They kind of raise the game for us, but I've got no fear with looking at the lineups. So yeah. I'm confident, yes, definitely.
Well, we've got a couple of new members just to start the show. Dan Robinson, I think that's a renewal from Dan anyway. And Jorgen Anderson, thank you for signing up to membership. And Martin Brophy, who's been a member now for 13 months on the channel. Thank you, Martin. He says, Happy New Year to you all at the Toon Review family. I'm looking forward to Goldbridge losing his shit on the highlights later. Yes, I think that would be massive. Massive, on the words of Paul Gallant. Epic. Anyway, let's take a look at the lineups tonight. This is how the Toon lineup. Kieran Trippier keeps his place, ladies and gentlemen. We go with Dubravka, Trippier, Shea, Joe Linton, Tonali, Gordon, Isak, Hall, Murphy, Byrne, and Bruno. On the bench, Vlachodimos, Barnes, Asula, Livramento, Almiron, Kelly, Willock, Longstaff, and of course, Lewis Miley. Billy, your thoughts on Trippier holding his place?
Quite pleased, yeah, quite pleased. They don't really attack down the wings as such, unless they bring Rashford on. Xerxes is playing on that side today, so not really worried about that. It's more wing backs coming forward and he'll have help there. And he's got his ball, use of the ball as well, which is a massive plus for us. So yeah, unchanged lineup, pleased to see it.
Yep, and again, it's a team that has gelled, shall we say, in the last few games. Manchester United, this is how they line up. They go with Onana in goal, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Maguire, Martinez, Højlund, Xerxes, Eriksson, Ahmad, Casemiro, and Dalot. On the bench, they have Bayandere, Kukovki, Malacia, Yoro, Collier, Menu, Anthony, Garnacho, and Rashford, Billy.
Not a lot of pace in that side. I think we can get at them with pure pace. Ahmad's a threat, of course he is. He's had a great season so far. Højlund has started to score goals as well, but they're so weak at the back, both from set pieces and from open play. And without Bruno Fernandes in there, they haven't really got a talisman and a very slow midfield also with Eriksson and Casemiro. Although Casemiro does raise his game for Newcastle United, let's not forget that.
He does, but when you look at Man United's bench, Billy, the three that you'd look at as game changers are bang out of form. Anthony, Garnacho, and Rashford. I mean, Kobe Manu, fair enough, but I thought he might have started today, to be fair. But I'm not sure on his fitness, to be fair. But
he's been awful. He's been awful this season.
Has he really? Well, this is a huge opportunity for us, Billy, isn't it? It's massive. We've got super chat from Mats. Thank you very much, buddy. He's going 4-2 to the Toon. Jeffrey Brunt, who's been a member for 8 months now, says, all right, Bonnie lads and lasses, the beer is cold, and I saw 10 magpies in a tree yesterday. Wow. Okay. I'm not sure what 10 means. I've never seen 10 together before. Graham Ritchie says, let's put them to the sword. How are the lads? 3-0 to the Toon. Jeffrey Brunt has also sent in a super chat as well. Thank you very much for that, Jeffrey. Let's get through your comments, see how you're feeling ahead of the game. James says, Ahmad always has a decent game against us from what I remember. Hopeful Turtle says, hey lads, sending love and luck from New Zealand. Watching this at 9 a.m. at work, New Year's Eve. Bloody hell. Of course, yeah, you'll welcome the new year well before we do. Dr. Rock there says, hi guys, hoping for a win. A bit nervous. We all know what happens when we are expecting to win. Hopefully 2-0 to us. I mean, Billy, obviously you missed the preview last night, and me and Alex were just talking, and it's very, I can't remember the last time that Newcastle went to Old Trafford and the fan base was so confident of a win.
I can. It was last season.
Well,
really confident then as well.
You know what I mean, though? Certainly the Premier League.
Yes, without a doubt. But I mean, even last season, we thought we'd go there and win, and it didn't happen for some reason, even though we were the better side.
Yeah.
But this Manchester United side that was last season, they used to scrape results without being a good side. This year, they're not getting the results that their performances deserve, and hence why they're really low down in the table.
Yep. Well, would you like to? They're 14th in the table, Manchester United, Billy. So we're playing a relegation-threatened team today.
Anyway, today there will be.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Abs, thank you for your super chat. Thanks for all your great work this year. Hopefully a win tonight can make us full of optimism for the new year. Thank you, Abs. And you know what? We don't always agree with each other, to me and Abs. We've had some ding-dong battles this year, but I tell you what, Abs, fantastic subscriber to the channel. And I have to say that, you know, despite the fact that sometimes we disagree, Abs never takes the huff and disappears or anything like that. Thank you, Abs, for sticking around. And thank you for sticking to your points. You know, if you have an opinion on something, you'll say it. And that's what we want on this channel. So thank you, Abs. Insanity says, hey, guys, I know everyone is confident, but I'm a bit worried. I feel like this could be very much like the West Ham game. I hope I'm wrong, lads. Jack Bland, who's been a member for 3 months, says, evening, lads. I have a feeling we are going to batter Man United today. A record-breaking battering. Let's show them who the only United team is. NUFC, how are the lads? That is some statement right there, Billy.
I agree with it,
yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, we were saying last night, Billy, we don't just want to win this game. We want to batter them. This is a huge opportunity. If we turn up and play the football that we've been playing, I don't think, you know, that Man United side, especially with Eriksen and Casemiro in the middle, I don't think they cope with us today.
No, I think we've got the qualities and the technicians that can bypass their lack of speed. I think we've got the pace to do it as well. And more importantly, we've got a lethal striker in front of goal. Yeah, it's all set up for a good win for us, I've got to say.
Absolutely. JT Toon says, evening, guys. How are the lads? Let's give these bar stewards a good scudding, or scudding, sorry. 6-0 to the Toon. Bloody hell. Keith says, evening, Paul and Billy. It's going to be a glorious night for Newcastle. A 4-1 win. Come on, the Toon. Paul Welch says, our experience should quiet Ahmad. Well, Lewis Hall is going to go against him tonight, Billy, and I would assume that Lewis is probably relishing the prospect himself.
Absolutely. He has been playing at wing back for them, but he's been pushed further forward today. I've just seen the stats. When Ahmad plays at wing back, they've scored 9 goals. When Dalot or Mazraoui's played there, they haven't scored any. And tonight, Dalot or Mazraoui's playing at right wing back. So, yeah.
By the way, when the screen goes big, you will see number 16 as Man United as a Traore. It's not. It's a Diallo, of course. It's not Traore. So that is a little bit of a mistake on the graphics, but don't worry about it. It's still Ahmad Diallo. Just needed to point that out because somebody else will, no doubt about it, with our keen-eyed viewers. Keith Truscott, who's been a member for 27 months now. Thank you so much, Keith. Huge chance for us tonight. Hopefully we don't cock it up. We need to take these chances every time. 4-0, how are the lads? Graham says, let's finish 2025 in 5th with a banger. Toon. And Michael McIntyre, thank you for your super chat. Trips playing. We're beat. Toon. I don't agree. I don't know whether Michael's saying we're going to win now, or the fact that Trippier's there, we're going to lose the game. But listen, it'll be Dalot and Xerxes going against Trippier, and certainly the help that he'll get from obviously Tonali and Bruno, Billy. I'm not particularly worried about that, to be honest. Xerxes not exactly set the world on fire, and well, there was a Man United fan in the chat last night who said, if you think Xerxes got pace, you know nothing about football.
Yeah, they're struggling. He wouldn't be playing if Bruno Fernandes was suspended. It's simple and straightforward as that for me. No way on God's earth. Højlund's getting a bit of form. He had a nice little patch about 3 or 4 weeks ago, but since then, a bit of a rock Man United have. So, yeah, they're going to be not confident and, in my opinion, not as good as us. However, I'm not going to go for thrashing. I think a 2-1, 1-0 win would do me. I'll be happy with that. Absolutely, I would. Absolutely.
Oh, hell, look, it's all about getting the game won. That's first and foremost. And I think, if we have a chance to, get a few goals, then fair enough, go and get a few goals. What I don't want to see, Billy, is us maybe go in front and then say, oh, it's Manchester United. We better sit back and just hold on to what we've got, because that's when we're very brittle.
Well, they have got players on the bench that can come on and make a difference. Even if they're not playing one at the minute, they can still do it. The likes of Rashford, Garnacho, they're good players.
Dogswood to Tonsorium. I mean, some of these names are incredible. Good afternoon, everyone. Looking forward to the Toon tonking the Manx 3-0 and keeping the clean sheet streak alive. Looking for an early goal from Morphy. Adam says, Hart says we smashed them, but it's set up for a Rashford winner. No. Man United do tend to turn up against us, Billy, and we haven't had the best record. I think we've won once there in the Premier League since it all started. But obviously the win in the Carabao last year was fantastic. And we're playing against a Manchester United side who at the moment are devoid of any confidence.
Yes, I agree. Once since 1973 in the league for Newcastle United, Johan Kabay with the winning goal going back about 10 years ago now. But last season I thought we should have won there. And there's been other seasons where I thought we should have won there, but just not one of our lucky grounds. It's like Anfield, isn't it? I think tonight it will change. It will change tonight.
Yeah. Shade Gaming says, hi, Paul. What a day to see you in the Metro Centre. I was going to come up to you, but I was nervous. Dear God, don't be nervous. I'm just a normal guy, man. There was a couple of people did come up to me and say hello, and they loved the channel. So thank you to those people that I met today when I was walking around the Metro Centre. Awful day for me, Billy. Dragged around Primark. Just awful. And then, to top that off, dragged around IKEA.
Oh, Christ.
So, I've had a lovely day. Lovely day. Busy as hell. But listen, it's all about making sure that people have the appropriate stuff for the house. You know what I mean? Certainly, IKEA is just one of them places. I mean, Alex spoke about IKEA yesterday, and so he went yesterday, apparently, Billy, and he was very enthusiastic about it. And I'm thinking, how is anybody enthusiastic about IKEA?
It used to be a day out for me when I was married, because we used to have to go up the
day out, yeah.
Up the M6 to Wednesbury, where it's the biggest one in Britain, I think. It's huge. And it used to take you all day to get around it, and that was quite exciting.
Yeah.
Then they built one in Coventry, and it lost all its. I didn't like it at all. Crap.
Michael Chater says, fucking Baltic here in Sweden today, but hoping the lads can put in a performance to keep me warmed up. Yeah, Sweden's one of those that gets very cold in the winter. Tom says, morning TTR, let's send 2024 out with a smashing win. Toon. Battle Axe says we should smash. Is that your ex-wife there, Billy? We should smash them, but they're always turning up against us. I'm going 3-1 to the Toon. Oh, dear. I'm sorry, Billy. That just came up at the right time, that did. Naomi says, good evening, TTR. Repping both me and my dad in chat tonight as he's at the game. Well, I hope he has a great time and celebrates a big win for the Toon. Ian Bradley, of course, Lady Sam's father. Thank you for your super chat. We've got to beat this lot 4-1 to the Toon at least. And just Matt has now been a member for 8 months on the channel. Says, hey, guys. Glad to continue to support this channel. It has helped me through so much. Big 3 points tonight. Thank you very much, mate. And glad we can be of assistance to keep you smiling. What you know, Wayne?
Well, at the moment, Manchester United, they're all out on the pitch warming up, but they are currently going through a drill of defending corners. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, they did that. They did that apparently in their last game. I'm currently looking at Carragher talking about Newcastle's tactic. Oh, I can see. Of course, I'm a bit behind Billy, ladies and gents, because I'm watching the stream on Now TV. So what I will say is, when we get the kickoff again, guys, all hit pause. If you're watching it through Sky, just hit pause on your TV until I say, right, we're underway. Then you all press play and we'll all be in sync for the rest of the night. If you don't want to do that, please don't put any spoilers in the chat or you will be removed. We don't want any spoilers. Some people can't actually watch the match and like to just listen to the commentary. So please respect everybody in the chat. We're all subscribers in there. So please respect everybody by not putting spoilers in. Or like I say, just hit pause as you're about to kick off. And then when I kick off on my stream here, I'll say, right, we're underway. Everybody hit play and we're all in sync for the rest of the evening. So thank you in advance, everybody, for doing that. We are 13 minutes away from kickoff, Billy. Are the nerves starting to jangle mangle?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I've noticed something over the past few weeks. Since the Brentford League Cup game, I've been wearing this attire for every single game. And so I thought I'll carry on with this tonight because we've scored goals or not lost the game. So,
well, absolutely. Yeah, Man United apparently did that in their last game, Billy, but it didn't really work.
And with what I just say now, Anana came out and punched it, so maybe they've got a different way of going around it. But of course, we don't always play balls into the box. So, be interesting. I think the first one or two has got to go in the box, haven't they?
Well, we need to pepper that Man United goal tonight and shoot from all angles. Because I said to Alex last night, Billy, you could have 4 shots on Anana. 3 of them he'll have, world-beaten saves. And then the fourth one will be a right brick and he'll make a mistake.
Yeah, he's a Bruce Grobbler, isn't he? Basically.
Yeah, very. Claire says, it's confidence in the way we are playing. It's not being arrogant. I agree. Listen, it's about time we were able to be confident, guys. We haven't been confident of a Newcastle win, for certainly against Manchester United. And everybody a few weeks ago got to say, oh, you're just negative. There's no positivity. We didn't have anything to be positive about. Now we have. They've turned a corner, or I believe they've turned a corner. And I think that's got to do with the consistent 11 and going out there and gelling as a team, Billy.
Yeah, the balance. It's all about the balance. Back to basics, which I was one of the first ones to call for weeks ago. Get back to basics. Play players in the right positions. He's done that and he's maintained it. And we've got the results to prove it, that it works. So, and he's carried on tonight. An unchanged lineup. Great. It's what I want to see.
Omar says, confidence is up. Would love if we win. I will take any win. You're all right, lads. Is it a risk playing Trippier over Livramento tonight, Billy?
No, I don't think so. The experience of Trippier in that atmosphere as well, and without the kind of pace coming at him down the flanks, I'll see no danger with Trippier. And in fact, I see him as an attacking threat for us rather than a defensive weakness.
Yeah. Of course, Tino's just recovering from illness. Of course, he may not be 100%, but I thought, the news yesterday said Trippier was a doubt, of course, because he went off with a slight knock against Aston Villa. Super chat in from Sean. Thank you, mate. My birthday today. 3 points, please, and Happy New Year. Wishes from Norway to the Magpie Massive. Happy birthday, Sean. I hope you've had a cracking day, matey. It'll be very cold in Norway, I would imagine, as well. Up there in the bitterness. Chris in Evermore says, ironic, last time we beat them, our midfield was better than theirs, and it's the same again now.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, Man United they'll miss Agate, they'll miss Fernandez. Although Fernandez has been poor this season. One thing I did want to ask you about today, Billy Bob, that I didn't get to speak to you yesterday about was Henry Winter's comments on Talk Sport about the valuation of Alexander Isak. What did you make of it?
I thought it was scandalous. I thought, why would a journalist get so het up about a team putting a value on their player that they don't really want to sell him for, but will do if they get to that point? All teams do it. So why is he getting all panicky about us doing it? It was a strange kind of outburst from him, I have to say, from a very good journalist generally.
Well, yeah, we've had him on the channel a couple of times, but I was quite surprised. I mean, I listened to the full thing this morning, and he got really angry about it, and I didn't understand why, because who is anybody to say what a club should value their players at?
Exactly.
You know, it's got nothing to do with them. If we want to value Isak at 150 million, then so be it. Why should we bow down to everybody and say, oh, you know, don't worry, you can have him for 80 to 100 or something like that? We value him at 150, and you pay it or leave it.
Was he moaning when Steve Parish kept up in the price of Mark Gray in the summer?
Well,
I bet he wasn't.
Yeah. It's shocking, man. Just shocking. Nick says Winter is an Arsenal fan and knows they aren't going to win anything. Chris says because he's working for them now, guys, they have a way of behaving. Well, listen, if the fact that he's now in with Talk Sport, and he sort of has to bow down to their agenda, then that makes it even worse. Because, you know, when we've had Henry on this channel, the couple of times he's come on, he's been very articulate. He's been very, very good with us. However, it did disappoint me, what he said yesterday. It really did disappoint me, because I'm at the point now of thinking, you know, if you live south of Darlington and you're in the media, then your job is now to criticize and pick at Newcastle United wherever you are in the UK. And it seems to be happening so many times over and over and over again. And there's not one day goes by that nothing happens. And I've seen other Newcastle channels bow down to him as well. And that, you know, we've had him on here and I'm criticizing him. And if Henry's watching or picks up on this, he's welcome to come back on and explain why he got so angry about the fact that we value one of our elite players at 150 million quid. I didn't understand it. It was acting like the cartel do, as if to say, how dare you? You know, how dare you? Newcastle should be a stepping stone. How dare you put a price like that on, Billy?
It's probably the narrative that he's forced into when working for TalkSport, because they all do, don't they? Let's be honest. Yeah, Bundle Hawes and Jason Cundy and all the rest on there. They're all anti-Newcastle, aren't they? So maybe Henry I
think it was Sean Custis who was doing the show. And obviously, Sean's a Newcastle fan. So I think that's why it got quite, you know, it got a bit rowdy, because I think Sean was kind of coming from the opinion of a Newcastle United fan, thinking, hang on, Henry, why should this be a big thing for you? Why are you making it bigger than what it is? If we want to say that you can, by all means, have a bid for Isak, but we're not releasing him for any less than 150 million quid. What's it got to do with everybody else? Why should we be a stepping stone? Ridiculous.
It's because they realise that Arsenal haven't got 150 million pounds, basically, to spend on a striker.
Nobody has in January, Billy. We all know what the window's like.
Yeah.
And it just... But none of them seem to realise that twice now in the last month, Alexander Isak has come out and said he doesn't want to leave. He's going nowhere.
Yep.
And he just wants to concentrate on his football at Newcastle. So I don't understand the rhetoric towards... And I think if you join TalkSport, Billy, you know, a lot of people's credibility goes down the pan, because they are just... It is just an agenda. It's not reporting. This is why I think... the pundits and radio stations don't like these fan channels, because we get to answer back. We get to have our say, you know, so they're not allowed to just put the news out and get no feedback from it. The fan channels are out there. They're gaining in popularity every month of the year, just like this channel is. And they don't like it, because we now have a say as fans to come back and say, well, hang on a minute, heard you on the radio today. How dare you say that? You know, the likes of Troy Deeney, the likes of Agbodla Hall, Henry Winter now, you know, who you haven't got that sort of ground now to say something and not feel the wrath of the fans, because we've got an outlet now, Billy.
Well, exactly. YouTube has stopped the closed shop of journalism, hasn't it? And we now have our own voice where we can speak to however many people are watching, and people listen to us rather than get critical. Some are critical of what we say. But in the main, everything that they say in TalkSport is criticised by all and sundry, especially among the Newcastle United supporters. It seems to be a channel set up purely for Cartel 6 or 4 or 5, however many it is.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, some terrible news came in today about the former Newcastle United youngster. Is it Michael Newbury, Billy?
I don't know. I didn't know anything about it.
Passed away, 27-year-old. Somebody will put me right if I've got his surname wrong. Obviously, I just read about it when I got home this afternoon. I was busy putting the show together. But he passed away at 27-year-old. Absolute horrific.
The players got onto the pitch.
Yeah, they are. So big love to and prayers to his family. Yeah, Michael Newbury it was, Billy. Used to play for our academy, and terrible, terrible news. So thoughts and prayers with his family, absolutely. Tyson in with a super chat, watching with my Mank uncle. One of the major reasons I can't stand them. My heart wants 20-1. Wow. Insanity says, I like Henry Winter, but he's been on Simon Jordan's podcast with Troy Deeney a few times recently. That might explain it, to be honest. Indeed. Right, the players are coming onto the pitch, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said earlier on, if you want to be in sync with us, when your Sky Sports goes to kick off, hit the pause button. Wait until I say, right, we're underway at Old Trafford, because I'm on Now TV online, so it's slightly behind the main Sky broadcast. So if you just pause when your game goes to kick off, I'll then say, right, we're underway, press play, and we're all in sync for the rest of the night, guys. You don't have to do that, but if you want to be in sync with our commentary, then please do that. No spoilers in the chat, guys. Otherwise, you will be removed. Like I say, you have to be a subscriber to be able to take part in the chat. So I presume if you subscribe to the channel, it's because you want to, and you want to have respect for the rest of the guys who are listening, who can't watch the game, or watching with a lot of people now turn the commentary off on Sky because they know how bloody biased it is. So they all turn it off. So as soon as you go to kick off, if you're watching on proper Sky, please do hit the pause button and just wait for me to say, right, we're underway. Billy, I will now transport you to my studio. Just bear with me 1 second. We'll give it large on there, and I hit this button. No, I'll move myself.
Do your moonwalk first.
Sorry?
Do your moonwalk first. There you go.
There you go. Yep. And then we'll bring Billy in there, and there we are, both in the same studio again. Wonderful technology. It's absolutely fantastic. In the words of Gary Barlow.
Who is the referee? I mean, Trevor's saying he hates the ref. I don't know who it is.
I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't seen. Chi, Typhoon, Chi, of course. Thank you for your super chat. Hi, Paul and Billy. An early going direct from a corner. Manchester United clearly struggling on corners, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully that will be the same tonight.
Simon Hooper. Right.
Oh, God. Simon Hooper. Why does every name with Hooper just fill you with fear? I mean, you know, you look at the goalkeeper Hooper, who any shot on him, you were in fear. And then you look at Hooper, the referee. Then you look at Hooper out of Jaws. Jaws, the film that scared the shit out of me as a kid. So many Hoopers for the wrong reason. I don't even know what I'm talking about now, Billy, but hey.
You're talking about your Hooper.
Yeah, I am, Billy. I am, clearly, yes. Talking out of one's hoop. Right. So you should be getting closer to kick off than I am. So remember to pause your TVs, guys. And we will be away very, very shortly. I'm just seeing Anthony Gordon on screen now. And I hope he's up for it tonight. Obviously, being from Merseyside, he doesn't like Manchester.
He scored there last season, so
he did.
Let's hope he maintains this little run.
Aye.
I think Lewis Hall scored there twice last season. So
the volley into the corner was just brilliant, wasn't it? As Ruben Amor, he looks like somebody, and I can't put my finger on who he looks like. Oh, look at Rashford, man. Honestly, he looked so disinterested before the game's even started.
Looks a bit cold, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's took a lot of flack lately, and apparently his attitude is just completely wrong at the minute, Billy. But as I say, if you're going to kick off, hit pause and wait till I say, right, we're underway at Old Trafford, and all hit play, and we will be in sync, ladies and gents, for the whole night. Newcastle have had their huddle. They're ready to go. Man United look fired up in their huddle. Let's hope we could just unfire it. It is going to be Newcastle United to kick off. And we'll be kicking from right to left towards the Stretford end in this first half. We are almost ready. And we are underway at Old Trafford. Here we go. Newcastle United taking on Manchester United at Mouse Trafford. And the ball is with Dubravka straight away. Dubravka's ball up towards Murphy is blocked. Trippier is there. And now Bruno gets the first touch of the ball. Trippier, lovely ball into Tonali. Tonali swings the ball out left. Just too much power on that for Anthony Gordon. But again, quick passing from Newcastle. Manchester United have a throw in now. Mazraoui will take it just inside his own half. Harry Maguire comes to meet him. And now back with De Ligt and to Onana. I want to see pressure on him today. As soon as he gets the ball. Martinez now for Manchester United. Xerxes. Casemiro. Not the greatest ball by him. Tonali intercepts. Nice bit of play by the Newcastle midfielders there. And now Murphy slips through. Murphy and just couldn't take it, and it's back with Onana. Good tracking back by Dallo there. Yeah, last minute tackle. Billy had to make it.
He did. Yeah, it was one of them situations where Murphy rolls it in for Isak, and that's it.
Yeah.
Good covering from Dallo.
Absolutely. But a poor pass there from Casemiro early doors. Trippier wins a header, comes down to Bruno, takes it down well. Lovely little flick to Joe Linton, back to Bruno. Casemiro gets in the way, but Bruno intercepts him. Sorry, Joe Linton. And now Joe Linton charging forward. He's brought down. Referee says play on.
You have no draft there, ref.
Well, I thought he was caught there. A goal in the Premier League as Brighton have taken the lead at Villa Park. A dinger in the 12th minute. Oh, great play by Fabian Schär there, just shrugging off Rasmus Højlund. And now Trippier, back to Schär. Schär's first time ball into Bruno. Nice bit of play that by Newcastle. Now Murphy. Murphy taking his time, looking for the right outlet. It wasn't the best pass by Murphy.
Time, didn't he?
Yeah, he kind of panicked, I think, in the end there, Billy. He just sort of saw the at least 3 or 4 Manchester United shirts closing in on him, and he sort of panicked and tried to play the ball out to Gordon, I think, on this near side, but it was deflected. Anyway, terrible ball by Maguire, but De Ligt did well to get it to Mazraoui now. Joe Linton is in there again to intercept. Now Gordon on the halfway line. Gordon spins away from him. Ahmad brings him down. No fouls as the referee. Fuck me. This referee has started poorly. Here's Xerxes. Plays it in looking for Rasmus Højlund, but great interception by Schär. Now Murphy breaks away. Murphy clips a ball over the top looking for Isak. There's way too much pace on that, but Onana closed down well by Isak. He can only belt it into the stands.
Slightly over hit the pass, wasn't it? Otherwise, it'd have been a good race, that one.
Yeah, he just doesn't look comfortable, Onana, does he? I mean, credit Isak there. He closed the ball down very, very quickly. And it's now with Dan Burn. Back to Martin Dubravka. Well out of his penalty area here, but no pressure on him at all. And rolls it to Fabian Schär. And now Trippier. Trippier has a look forward. Nothing available. Newcastle patient. Schär now on the ball. And Man United certainly not high pressing Newcastle. That's clear. And here's Murphy now. Good bit of play this by Newcastle. Isak, lovely ball to Bruno, and he's got Lewis Hall overlapping on this near side. Hall, ball in the box. Isak scores! And Newcastle United are ahead in the first 5 minutes. It's a brilliant header from Isak. A wonderful ball in from Lewis Hall. And Newcastle United take the lead already with a great goal from Alexander Isak. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Manchester United. We lead 1-0. Billy is all I can say. Absolutely brilliant football, that from Newcastle.
An outstanding goal. The ball from Bruno to release Hall was fantastic. The first time control of Hall, even better. And then the cross with his left foot, bent it round, took a little deflection off Mazraoui.
Deflection of Mazraoui,
but then Isak heading it down. Onan's got no chance. No. It's a really good goal.
It's a fantastic build-up as well, Billy. Absolutely superb. And VAR checking this for possible offside.
Well, it won't be against Gordon. It'll have to be against Isak, against Hall.
Offside, no way. He's miles onside.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, that is ridiculous. They're checking that because De Ligt's
What are
playing
they
them on by
taking
about
so
a yard.
long for? There's no way that's offside.
It's a yard. De Ligt's playing them on by a yard. They're going to have a look now for the Isak one, aren't they? But
Well,
no, they're not.
miles onside the car. Of course, it's a goal. Bloody hell. Fire. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But a brilliant header from Isak. Newcastle lead 1-0. What's going on now? Well, Hooper's having a joke with Isak. I presume the goal's been given. Yes, it has. Dear God, man. It shouldn't take that long. Dan Robinson, 150 million for Isak, he says, and the effing rest.
Yeah, 250.
I mean, the build-up for that goal was sensational.
Yeah,
the ball from Bruno out to Lewis Hall was brilliant.
Yeah.
And Hall, well, confidence has flown within Lewis Hall at the minute. You can see that, and a brilliant header. And again, VR,
like the home side. It doesn't look like we're away from home. We're the ones with the attacking intent. Manchester United look very, very inconfident. Yeah, and it's all very Route 1, I've got to say, what they're doing so far.
But that is just what we needed, Billy. An early goal to really stick the knife in further to Manchester United. But the build-up was sensational.
Especially Bruno and Murphy on the far side.
Oh, sassy ball. Sassy ball. Anyway, player is underway, and it's with Fabian Schär. Rattles one into Bruno, who just clips the ball back to him. Oh, come on, guys. Let's just go for the throat here. They look genuinely awful, Billy, as Isak now brings it over the halfway line. Isak looking for the run of Murphy. Here's Murphy. Diving in is Dalot, but Murphy still has the ball. Murphy now back to Kieran Trippier, who lets it slip under his leg, but he regains it and gets it to Bruno. Nice bit of play. Now Isak. Isak looks hungry as hell tonight, but he's giving it away. And Eriksen now up to Højlund. Højlund is fouled, apparently.
Oh, of course he gives that free kick for that one.
Well, yeah. Same foul as what happened a couple of minutes ago to us.
Probably less so.
Fuck's sake, man. Give it our. Dear me.
Got a little bit of the Bernardo Silva's about him, hasn't he?
I'm trying to put me... He's got a bit of everything, really. But I tell you what he hasn't got is a good start. And he'll be Foreman at that, Billy. Foreman! And Martinez now has the ball. And he gets it to Harry Maguire. Slips it across now to De Ligt. De Ligt up the line looking for Mazraoui. He's found Ahmad. Ahmad pressured by both Dan Burn and Anthony Gordon and loses the ball. Lewis Hall lets it trot out of play. Throw it to Newcastle. Tonali comes to get the ball. 1-2 with Lewis Hall. And he's caught by Ahmad. Free kick to Newcastle.
You want to give that one, ref? You sure?
I know. Yeah, exactly. George, thank you for a super chat. Another great start. Slight panic with the VAR, mind. Toon. Well, look, expect that when you score a goal against Manchester United Old Trafford, you're going to get VAR reviews. Whether it's a simple goal or not, they will find a way. Oh, lovely football from Tonali to slip out now to Lewis Hall. He jogs forward over the halfway line. Joe Linton now calling for the ball. Couldn't get the pass. Yeah, it was a bad first touch. Casemiro said thank you. And now he finds Xerxes. Xerxes to Eriksen. Eriksen out to Dalot on the left-hand side. Closed down by Jacob Murphy. And now it's with the butcher, Martinez. Eriksen. Casemiro now. First time ball over the top is way too hard. Way overhit and behind for a goal kick. We can deal with that all day. And Isak, he looks hungry, but he's pointing there that where he wants the ball to go. But this is the goal. He just takes a position up in front of Martinez, right between the two centre-backs. And again, Billy,
what's Martinez doing there?
Well,
what is Martinez actually doing?
It's what the Man United fans have been talking about, that they think the players are suddenly become vampires because they can't deal with crosses.
I mean, they're blaming Maguire, but Maguire's in front of the ball. He can't see what's behind him. Yeah. Mazraoui's looking right at Isak's back and makes no attempt to get goal side of him. Here we go again.
And now Joe Linton. Good break this by Newcastle again. Murphy into the box. Murphy clips one to the back post. It's slightly behind Isak. And Ahmad's there. But he's got Isak all over the back of him.
That's gone. That's gone.
Of course it didn't. It's Old Trafford. It's come to Trippier. Trippier into Bruno. Bruno. Now to Murphy. Back to Trippier. Newcastle dominant. Tonali now. Into Bruno. Bruno just spins round, lays it back now to Trippier. Trippier just took his eye off the ball for a sec there. Got it to Murphy eventually. And Newcastle keep this quick little passing going on the far side. And now Tonali breaks towards a penalty. Tries to slip it in. The Isak couldn't quite get there. Bruno gets it back for Newcastle. Trippier now to Bruno. Bruno steps inside, rolls it back to Trippier. Trippier back to Bruno. Good play this from Newcastle. Bruno cuts right across the field and lays it to Burn in the centre circle. Now out to Lewis Hall. Hall back to Burn. And Burn clips it over first time for Anthony Gordon to run onto. Has he got the pace to get there? He sure has. And he takes on Mazraoui brilliantly. Nutmegged him and suddenly cleared. Joelinton with a left over the bar. Brilliant stuff again from Newcastle. Oh. Well, I think Mazraoui has no idea where Anthony Gordon is, Billy.
It's a fantastic bit of play from Gordon to just sucker him into coming close to him, then digging it out past him and running past him. Brilliant. Unfortunately, his pass for Isak was just cut out, wasn't it, boy? De Ligt. Yeah. And then Joe Linton snatched it.
There was more men on the edge of the box, I think, there than trying to find Isak, to be honest. But hell, we don't care. Brilliant football again. And listen, every time we come forward here, it looks like we could bag a goal. Manchester United at the back look just dreadful. Here's Xerxes now for Manchester United. Tries to slip it forward for Højlund, but Burn is there. And Dubravka back to Dan Burn. Burn to Trippier. Trippier back to Burn, and Newcastle played out very well. And now Tonali. Tonali's got plenty of space on this left-hand side for Lewis Hall to run into. Hall now. Anthony Gordon not quite on the left, so it's tucked back into Tonali. He spins and across to Fabian Schär. Schär now to Kieran Trippier. Trippier back to Schär. Again, Newcastle start this patient kind of build-up. Man United sit back. They are terrified of us, Billy. Clearly, because there's no high press at all. Great ball from Lewis Hall. Mazraoui intercepts. Comes to Joelinton now. Joelinton brings it down. Clips the ball forward to Isak. Isak now. Oh, he's done De Ligt brilliantly. Still Alexander Isak. And his shot is blocked by Eriksson. What a piece of skill from the Swede. And just his shot got blocked in the end. And Manchester United are all with a shot. Murphy wins it back. Murphy now taking his time, waiting for support. Gets it from Trippier. Trippier sees a run from Bruno. Then clips it into Bruno. Brilliant run from the Brazilian. Bruno spins away from Martinez. Bruno back to Gordon, but then the Casemiro puts a foot through it. Good knock down that by Højlund. Trippier, though, gets the ball back, and Schär gets it back to Dubravka. Billy Trey.
Well, what you're seeing here is total domination. It's one-way traffic, and as I said earlier, it looks like Newcastle United, the home side, really have been outstanding this first 12 and a half minutes. Really have.
I mean, that was silky from Isak. He just, De Ligt didn't even know where he was.
He's in it tonight. He's in the mood.
Yep, he is Gordon now. Again, the overlap from Lewis Hall. Gordon doesn't use him. Gordon wants to take them on, and why not? He is still Gordon. It plays it back to Tonali now, 35 yards out. Tonali wanted to go to the right, but just blocked off, so he just holds his pass. Back to Hall. Now Tonali. Newcastle just seem to have an extra shirt everywhere on the pitch at the moment. Bruno. Brilliant stuff, this. Fabian Schär now. Long ball forward again. Lewis Hall's made a brilliant run. Took a very heavy touch when he first got there. I'm not sure whether he was offside. The flag hasn't gone up. And now Tonali. Nets in there before Casemiro. Tonali again to Joelinton. Brilliant stuff, this from Newcastle. Bruno could have had his shot, but goes out to Murphy on the right-hand side. He gets an overlap from Trippier. Murphy's ball to Gordon, and it's over the bar.
No.
Just too wide, I think, Anthony Gordon there, Billy, to put it on target.
This is like watching Brazil of 1970, folks. I mean, it's what's known as total football, what we're playing at this precise moment in time.
Tremendous.
It really is.
John Cook says, Man U are literally shitting their pants every time we get near their box. Brilliant from us. And it came off Gordon's shin, that actually, Billy.
Yeah. Yeah, another great move, though, wasn't it?
Oh, breathtaking stuff. I mean, this is, the referee's blown for a foul there. Xerxes goes down holding his face. Of course he does. Of course he does. Let's see. Does he get one in the face? Oh, nick off. Tonali doesn't even do anything.
Didn't even know he's there, does he?
He runs into the back of Tonali. Get you bloody crazy head prick. Honestly, that is shocking. Well, I wondered how long it would take Man United to start throwing themselves around, Billy, and that's exactly what they did there. Trippier free kick from Eriksson. And
give him a shout there, Martin.
Trippier didn't need to take that, but he did.
Didn't get a shout, did he? Clearly.
Well, I'm not sure. Bruno's lost the ball. Bruno. Dangerous place to lose that. But Newcastle have forced Manchester United back. Ericsson again now has to go back to De Ligt, who's in his own half. 15 gone, Billy, your thoughts?
Well, couldn't be a more perfect 15 you won't have.
Yeah.
I mean, we could be 2 or 3 up, but we're 1 up, and an outstanding goal it was. We're controlling all of the game, defending easily. It's all very easy for us at this moment in time.
Yep. But we have to maintain that. We can't switch off.
Yes.
Long ball again. Share deals with this one. And now Ahmad back to Casemiro. Plays a long ball looking for Mazraoui. Lewis Hall is there and deals with Mazraoui very well. Gordon then sweeps up and brings it now to Byrne, who scoops it back to Share. And Newcastle should clear this as Share hits a long ball. Almost a cracker through. If that got through the gap there, Murphy was away, Billy. But again, brilliant defending from Lewis Hall as the ball was over towards Mazraoui. Martinez right on the far side. Newcastle again with the press. Clipped over the top. Here's Trippier. Dinks it back to Fabian Schär. Schär will take his time now. Let Newcastle reset. 62% possession for Newcastle so far. 4 shots on goal with a 1 goal, of course. Man United, no shots, none on target, and no touches in the opposition box.
That speaks volumes, that.
Well, tells the story of the game so far. It really does. Newcastle knocking it around. They seem to know where each other is before they've even passed it, although Scher's ball goes a little shakily there. And now Rasmus Højlund flicks it onto Ericsson. And Ericsson comes towards the penalty area for Newcastle. Trippier backs off, but Bruno just takes the ball, says thank you very much, and sends Isak away down the right-hand side. Isak is clean through. It's Isak! Oh, he's done it again, Billy! He's done it again!
He's waiting too long for the shot, isn't he? Thinking about it, see?
Oh, my God! Just blasted into the corner!
Is he offside? No, he's not offside in his own half, so he's not offside.
In his own half, Billy. There's no way he can be offside.
No, he's got to blast that. He's got to have a go.
He tries a dink. Why didn't he just blast that into the bottom corner?
Finesse it round him, whatever. Just get a shot off.
He just cannot finish one-on-ones. Oh, dear me. Incredible stuff. Brilliant ball by Bruno, by the way. Ronan says we need the second goal. We've seen this before. Great work by Gordon. And now Bruno. I think Bruno thought he was going to brawl for a foul, but he hasn't. Murphy now faces with Martinez in front of him. Martinez sends Murphy to the byline. Murphy does well, but nothing on the cross. And Dalot manages to get the ball and clear for Manchester United. It's an awful clearance from Dalot straight out of play. You just can't believe Isak, Billy. He's such a talent, but one-on-ones, I mean, just hit it there. Hit it in the bottom corner.
I don't know what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to chip him.
He is. I mean, it's just a back pass. Oh, dear. Isak and one-on-ones there. Oh, lovely work from Bruno. Now Tonali, 1-2 with Bruno, sends Bruno over the halfway line. Now out to the near side to Anthony Gordon, who now has another run at Mazraoui. Gordon, they just don't know where he's going. Gordon's ball in. Bruno's here! 2-0! It's Joelinton City! And Newcastle United are 2 up before the 20-minute mark. And it's a brilliant power header from Joelinton.
Kiss the badge, Joe.
And the mice are even starting to evacuate Old Trafford now because there is a Geordie storm taking over. It's 2-0. Billy.
Well, the 1-2 between Bruno and Tonali was sublime. The bit of skill to get Bruno away from Ericsson in the first place was fantastic. Ball from Bruno to Gordon. Great crossing. Joelinton's gone near post. Rocketing ahead of Martinez. Why he's playing centre-half when he's 4-2, we'll never know.
I mean, he's nowhere near that. Joelinton just wanted the ball so much more than Martinez, didn't he?
He did.
So much more than Martinez.
He's a definite weak link, and what is this?
It's off his shoulder, actually, but who gives a shit? It's in the back of the net.
Yeah.
And Martinez just drops his shoulders and thinks, fuck me. I mean, Manchester United have had no answer to this at all in the first 20, Billy. Not an answer at all.
I mean, Gary Neville must be quaking his boots.
Well, I mean, he'll be crying, Billy. Long ball forward again. Dan Burn tells Lewis Hall to leave it and heads away. Now it's Ahmad. Man United need an answer. And, well, Newcastle, I mean, look, the way they're defending, Billy, we could get so many goals here tonight. So many. So far, the game is going as everybody predicted, really.
Yeah. Well, they're just weak at the back, aren't they? They're so weak at the back. They've got no idea going forward.
I mean, that was shocking from Martinez, Billy.
Both goals were.
Just can't. I mean, dear me. George, thank you for another super chat. He just says yes. And then lots of laughter. Jock Bar says, Man U at meltdown incoming. Well, the Norwich Scarves will be out shortly, Billy.
Never mind, Man U. We're for Newcastle United, and when we're playing like this, it's tough to have a happy new year about, basically. It's
superb to watch. Beautiful ball from Dubravka to Hall there. And now Hall back to Dan Burn. Takes a touch, launches it forward. Nick Thornton says, Neville said second goal should be disallowed. What the fuck for?
Because Man United didn't score it. Or dithering there, Bruno, lad?
Yeah, Bruno dithering a little bit. And now Rasmus Højlund for Manchester United, taking on Lewis Hall. Højlund, nothing really in front of him. Back to Casemiro, and now Mazraoui. And now De Ligt. To Mazraoui again. Ahmad. How on earth? Why is he saying the second goal should be disallowed? What was the matter with that?
Maybe he thinks a push or maybe a handball with a shoulder. I don't know.
Well, you can't be handball for a shoulder.
No, but
I mean,
he is Old Trafford.
Yeah, but he's what you call clutching at straws, Billy.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Dalot now for Manchester United. Rolls it back to Martinez. Newcastle is happy to let Man United have the ball here. It nicked his upper arm as it went in. Dear God, you can't disallow a goal for that. My goodness me.
It's a pity Mr. Rashford isn't still there to witness it.
Yeah. Casemiro now closed down by Tonali. Rolled out to De Ligt now. De Ligt to Ahmad. And as soon as Ahmad gets it, he's got to deal with Hall and Anthony Gordon at the same time. Casemiro. And Newcastle, they're not chasing the ball here, Billy. They're just sitting back, letting Man United have the ball in the middle of the field and say, right, knock it around as much as you want. We don't care.
Yeah, you can't argue with it, can you? I mean,
no.
There will be points in the game again.
Our batteries back up again.
Well, exactly. It is selective pressing. We haven't done it conclusively.
Yeah,
It's been pressing when we wanted to press, when we've got a chance, like now, for instance.
Anana absolutely blasts the ball out to Martinez, who just keeps it in play. And he's been forced onto his right foot to clear it up the field and finds Rasmus Højlund. And now the ball forward again, looking for Højlund, going against Trippier. Trippier does really well. Murphy, little flicked header down, not really where he wanted it to be. And now Casemiro for Manchester United. Mazraoui in a bit of space inside. Burn gets a foot to it, but it's awful from Xerxes, and Lewis Hall sweeps up. Looking for an outlet, gets it from Bruno, who can turn. Ericsson in front of him. Bruno hangs onto it and it's taken down. Come on, referee! For fuck's sake! How is that not a foul, Billy?
Lord knows. Slide from behind.
Yeah, hey, I tell you. Obviously, Man United 2-0 down. Let's try and do everything we can to make sure they get back in the game. Unbelievable. But you can tell, this first 11, Billy, they've played together for quite a few games now. They know the runs that they're making. They know where they need to be on the field. It's just gelling brilliantly, isn't it?
Absolutely it is. And so it should. I mean, they're all playing in the right positions. They all know what they're supposed to be doing. This is back to the Champions League qualifying season, this style of football, albeit with a different kind of lineup with more pace down the flanks.
Brilliant work from Gordon there. And it goes out for a goal kick. Well, that's superb effort from Anthony Gordon. We're going to see this goal again, Billy, because Sky want to show it again to try and say why it should be disallowed. Give over. That is not a disallowable goal. It comes off his shoulder clearly. And then it hits Martinez's head, Billy, if anything else. Honestly, cry into your milk.
Oh, they hate it, don't they?
Oh, they're just pathetic, man.
Do you know what? I wish it was a blatant handball.
I know, yeah.
They didn't spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Dan says, how are the lads? They're falling apart like Old Trafford. Old Trafford? Good header by Jolit, winning it there, going up against Ericsson. Now Kieran Trippier brings it down. Good ball out to Joe Linton now, just over the halfway line. Clips it inside to Isak. Isak's touch is a little bit heavy, but then gets it to Gordon. Now back to Isak. Isak heading towards goal. Out to Lewis Hall on this left-hand side. Hall cuts in. Tonali in space. Hall goes right-footed. And if that was any side of Onana, that would have tested him, but it was straight down the goalkeeper's throat.
Yeah, but a player with a right foot, his weak foot as strong as that, he's worth his weight in gold. It's a great effort.
Tell you what, he didn't half hit that. Good on him. His confidence is flying. And Newcastle have it back again. Tonali now. He will hit it. It's in! Deflected! I thought it was in. Oh, that wasn't far away, Billy.
No, when they deflect, you think they're going towards goal.
It deflects off Maguire and scoops wide of the post.
Oh, it was Martinez, wasn't it? It had been perfect.
Oh, yeah, it was Martinez, sorry. Super chat from Sammy Fires. The three in the middle are outstanding. Strength, creativity, and defence. We now have the perfect midfield. Let's build on it.
Well, we know what like at corners.
Yep.
Toss it in.
Absolutely. That seems to be the way. That's why they would. Look at Harry Maguire. Ref, there's 3 players in front of the goalkeeper. Anyway, Trippier floated in near post and Onana punches it away for another corner.
I think
that was
heading in. Score. Yeah.
Bloody Nora. I mean, if Onana didn't get that, Billy, that was in the net.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, Newcastle will know what they need to do here against Manchester United's defence for corners. They've obviously got some routines. In comes Trippier again, this time to the back post, and it almost drops in the back post this time, but out for a goal kick.
I don't want to keep. I don't want us to keep doing that though. I don't want us to be predictable. Yeah. I'd like us chucking the old an odd short corner, which we've scored from recently as well. So,
yeah. The height we've got and how bad they are with crosses, Billy. I would just put corners in like we're putting crosses in. And look at that from Bruno. I mean, Ericsson just didn't want to know there.
Not there, Jack. Not about.
Does well. Gordon flicks it on, but there's nobody behind him. And it's picked up by De Ligt now on the halfway line. Ericsson back to De Ligt. De Ligt, and there's just nothing in front of him. You see Amarin waving players forward, but there's just nothing in front of him. And Gordon again giving Ahmad a really rough time. Ahmad did really well there to be fair to him, and he's got it out to Martinez now. Martinez to Dalot. Dalot has Murphy in front of him. Back to Casemiro. And now Martinez again. Casemiro, little bit of space for him just over the halfway line. Clips the ball straight to Dubravka. Thank you very much. And Amarin has got... Look at the manager, Billy. If the manager's doing that, what sort of message is that? He's down on his hunches looking down.
He might have been having his shit. Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Welcome, everybody, to Matchday Live on the Toon Review. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel and you like what you see. We are now looking for 35,000 subscribers. Please do subscribe if you're new.
No free kick there, Ref.
Yeah, of course not. And welcome to all our new subscribers. And please do give it the thumbs up if you're enjoying the commentary. How was that not a foul? That's a brilliant header by Dan Burn. And now Bruno. Bruno's got Ericsson all over him. Referee! Murphy's made a blistering run. Murphy! Oh, Dalot did really well, but it's gone for a corner. And again, Dan Burn with a brilliant... Ahmad lies on the field. Oh, mammy! Yet Isak should have had a free kick ages before that, and that's what he's trying to say at the referee, Bill.
Definite free kick for foul at Isak. I thought for a minute he was going to stay down, but he's back on his feet again. And hopefully looking hungry for his second goal. Yep.
Dan Burn and Cher make their way into the box. Dan Burn goes straight in front of Onana. That's going to be Lewis Hall to take the corner. Right. We're in the 30th minute of the game. Newcastle leading by 2-0. They go short. Murphy. This is obviously a training ground one, but the ball to Trippier was poor. But it's now back to Lewis Hall. He will fancy again. It's blocked. Comes to Tonali on the far side. Will he leave it to go for a corner? He's trying, but it won't. So Tonali crosses. Burn with a header. Just couldn't get on the end of it. Now it comes to Isak on the other side of the box. Isak cuts inside. Still Isak. Rolls it back. Trippier now to Gordon. Gordon into Shea. Shea spins and hits it. It comes to Isak. He looked miles offside. He scores, but I think the flag will go up.
Come off one of their players. Surely
well, yeah, but it's when the ball was struck, wasn't it? So VAR will have another look at it. Oh, hell of a finish that from Isak, by the way. But VAR will have a look, Billy. Here we go again. He's onside when the ball's played.
No, he's not. He's just taking off.
Well, it did come off a Man United player, Billy, so I don't know what happens with that.
If that makes it, as he deliberately played it is the question. If he deliberately played it, then he becomes active again.
It has been ruled out. It's offside. But dear me, again, we carved through them so easy there, Billy. Xerxes with a flick on, only as far as Anthony Gordon. Murphy's ball is not great. Dalot cuts inside now to Casemiro. Casemiro, good defending again from Byrne. And now Isak is on it again. Isak controls it well. Nowhere to go for Isak at the minute. Oh, yes, there is. And now Joe Linton takes over. Great work from Isak. Joe Linton slips, but manages to get it to Tonali. And a brilliant bit of football. Tonali, surely! Oh, he's hit the post! From 4 yards out. You are kidding me, aren't you? Jesus wept.
How's he missed that?
Brilliant bit of football again from Newcastle and off the post this time.
But that would have killed the game off. That would have killed the game off, Paul.
Well, absolutely. He took it with his right when possibly should have gone with his left, really. Newcastle just slow the play down again. Bruno's got his head in his hands. Manchester United just don't want the ball. This is mental. This is incredible. Trippier now will go back to Dubravka. Ian Fleming, thank you for a super chat. Can't believe I went 1-1. Lol. Well, they're going to make a change, Manchester United. As Ahmad brings the ball back, but no foul given. And Ahmad's passed it straight out of play anyway. And Newcastle just not getting fouls here at all.
Ericsson will be off now. It'll be Ericsson. I imagine it'll be Ericsson because they've got no cover at all against Bruno and Tonali. Kobe
Mainoo's coming on, but this brilliant from Isak. Then Joe Linton loses his footing, but still gets the ball across to Tonali. What a ball from Bruno to send in Gordon. Just nicks it back. Yeah, I can see why he took it with his right, Billy, because the angle he was at. And it's Xerxes who's going off.
So they're going to be more defensive then. They're playing for 2-0 defeat.
Yeah. I mean, that's awful for Xerxes, by the way. I mean, how must he feel? Half an hour and he's taken off.
Unless they're going to push Ericsson further forward and then main him into the back too. But
I mean, it just tells you all you need to know. How much did they pay for Xerxes?
A lot.
Kobe Mainoo. Well, Xerxes just grabbed the jacket and he's heading straight to the tunnel. He's not injured, Billy.
No, definitely not.
Because he's running down the sideline.
It's a tactical substitution. No doubt about that.
But that's not going to give Xerxes a lot of confidence.
No.
33 minutes gone. Manchester United 0, Newcastle 2. It has been as comprehensive as you could ever ask for. Newcastle completely dominant. Manchester United forced into a change, but now Højlund, and this is a chance for Rasmus Højlund, and he's put it wide. First chance of the game, got through the defence, and he clips it wide of the post. Big chance.
Huge chance. Should have done better for the first time. We were asleep. He might have been offside anyway.
I think he was offside.
Still, it's poor really for them.
The angle down. Bill, thank you for your super chat. Seen United now F off home. Oh, I thought that was going to nestle in the far corner, Billy.
Yeah, we have got a little bit sloppy of late, the past 10 minutes or so. Apart from the defensively, anyway.
Yeah, it's understandable, Billy. I mean, the pace and the way we're playing. I mean, you can't keep that up for full 90. I mean, we're just trying to get our breaths back here. I think. I don't think we even thought it was going to be as dominant as this. Højlund does well to hold off, and then in comes Joe Linton. Look at this, man! Free kick to Manchester United. This is pathetic. Paul Watts, thank you for his super chat. As a Villa fan in peace, I'm enjoying you. Give the Monks what they deserve. Thank you very much, Paul. Much appreciated. Villa have equalised at Villa Park. Ollie Watkins with a penalty on 36 minutes. I mean, they're almost level with us, and they kicked off 15 minutes before us. Crazy. Hall going in again on Ahmad. That's going to come to Tonali. Look at the way he brought that ball down. Again, using his strength. But I think Ahmad's sort of come inside a little bit more to try and get more involved in the game, Billy.
Yeah,
here's Martinez.
Manu as well. Yeah,
yeah.
Martinez is pushing forward as well. So Eddie's got to be alive here.
Yeah, that's a foul on Murphy, referee. And another push. Fuck me, man. Jesus Christ. How long do you want to wait, referee? Gordon Bennett. I mean, he had to do something, the manager. He had to do something, but it just... I mean, he's walked into a shit show. An absolute shit show. I mean, we could have been 3 or 4-0 up here, Billy, which that wouldn't have even... I mean, that would have been respectable scoreline for what's gone on in this first half.
5, I'd say.
Yeah.
He's actually scored another. He's had the one disallowed offside.
Yeah.
We've had Tonali at the post.
Yeah. It's been excellent stuff. And now Trippier has it. Trippier clips it forward for Isak. Takes it down well on his chest. A little back heel. But Kobe Mainoo was there for Manchester United intercept. And Xerxes come back on. He's come. I wonder if he's been told to go back to the bench, Billy.
I bet you he has.
It looks like it has. He's back on the bench with his hood very tightly fastened and his head down. I don't think he wants to speak to anybody right now. It's got to be awful getting hauled off after half an hour, Billy. I mean, to be honest, it could have been any single Manchester United player.
Yeah, I agree. Cheers.
Oh, that's not a great ball. And then Lewis Hall tries to flick it at Gordon. Dan Robinson says, watching the ref, we know where Man United savings went. Yeah. Casemiro now, just inside Newcastle's half. And now Mainoo. De Ligt out to Mazraoui on this near side. Ahmad. I mean, Newcastle, Billy, when Man United in this place, you can see Newcastle just letting them pass it around because there's no threat. Mazraoui did really well there, and Dan Burn hooks it away, but it dragged backwards free kick. Thank you, referee.
I think the linesman flagged that one.
Burn. Yeah. Sammy says the Man United coach made a brilliant change. We need to add another midfielder. Murphy needs to go out. I wouldn't agree with that. I think we're fine at the minute. I think Manchester United have been forced to make the change. Look, let's be fair. It's at Old Trafford. Man United will get opportunities at some point. Of course they will. But we just need to stay on guard, stay concentrated, and make sure that we don't do anything silly after a breathtaking first half like we've seen tonight. Burn for Newcastle now to Lewis Hall. Hall. Gordon cuts inside. Gordon steps away from Mazraoui, plays a lovely ball up to Isak. Isak manages to get it to Bruno. Bruno out to Trippier. Trippier can set Murphy away. Didn't. Came back inside. And now Bruno, Tonali to Burn. Newcastle controlling the ball again well here. Bruno, brilliant from Joe Linton, stepping away from Mainoo. Was dragged back, but he's still going. Joe Linton almost slips a lovely ball through to Murphy. And now we get it back again. Great, tenacious play from Newcastle. Joe Linton, back to Bruno. Bruno spins, just gives himself that extra yard. And now Hall. Hall's got Tonali in space here. Tonali, brilliant run on the far side from Trippier. Tonali's found him. Down now for Isak on the edge of the box. Isak, 3 Man United players come out to him. Back to Trippier. So at the minute, we don't have a centre forward in the box, but we do have Big Joe there. Murphy now back to Isak. Isak cuts inside, rolls it to Tonali. And it's this little one-touch play again, Billy.
Yeah, it's good to see.
And now, great play from Isak. Slips it through to Joe Linton. Joe Linton spins. Oh, just behind Isak. Or he was in again. And now Man United trying to break out with Ahmad. Hall is back there, though. And Ahmad manages to get it back to Mazraoui. De Ligt now for Manchester United. Across to Martinez, who will bring it over the halfway line. I mean, again, lovely build-up from Newcastle, Billy, and just behind Isak, or he was in again. Oh, great tackle, Fabian Schär. And that ball looks like it's gone out. Throw into Manchester United. Did it go out? Oh, there's an interesting decision.
When the foul ball got to go out.
Oh, hey! Casemiro hits a shot that's still in the air. And that might land on Manchester Airport's bloody runway.
That ball might be Harry Kane's penalty for the World Cup.
Yep, indeed. Of course, Marcus Rashford comes out to warm up, and the cameras instantly go to Marcus Rashford. Well, Amrin's got a very big team talk at the moment, unless Manchester United can grab a goal and get a bit of confidence going. But if we can grab a third, kill the game. It's been just absolutely all Newcastle United this first half, Billy.
Yes, and we should really be outside now.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Let's hope we don't rue them misses that we've made. But, I mean, the football's still good going forward, I've got to say. We do look a little bit more stretched defensively, which is fair to say also. But going forward, we still look a massive threat.
That's going to happen, isn't it, Billy? You know, there's going to be periods of the game where we need to defend. It's at Old Trafford. What a ball by Bruno. Absolutely sensational ball across to Lewis Hall. And look at Gordon, point where he wants him to go. Then plays a ball inside for Isak. Isak spins. Isak again. And he's got 3 Man United players around him. And they're just shitting themselves every time Isak gets the ball. But now Ahmad. But look at Gordon's Bruton back, and he's won a throw in as well. Oh, hey, that's not Man United throw in. Fuck me with a bloody dead duck.
But it didn't work like that from Gordon.
Oh, sensational to get back.
Because Lewis Hall was up the pitch and he had to cover and did really well.
It's with Martinez, and it's not a great ball by him. Murphy gets ahead of Dalot, but doesn't quite take the ball. And now Martinez has to go all the way back to Onana. Leon says United's 2 in midfield are on 500 grand a week. Oh, it says a lot. It says a great deal. Of course, Newcastle United's next game is away at Spurs as we look at one of the, I think he's a rat, isn't he? Not a mouse, Bruno Fernandes. As Manchester United's next game is at Anfield. Gordon again going at Rasmus Højlund, who's way back in his own half. Gets it to Martinez. 3 minutes to half time, or before we get how long we can play. I don't think there's going to be a lot of additional time, Billy. Around 2 minutes.
Well, we had a bit of the VAR, didn't we?
Well, there's no physios on those. So
no. Sure,
but then it's Manchester United, probably 6 minutes, I would say, Billy. As Harry Maguire brings it over the halfway line. Martinez now. Again, Newcastle just say, yep, you keep the ball in the middle of the park. We don't mind that at all. Break us down if you can. Because I tell you what, Billy, Man United are crapping themselves with the counter-attack because we've got so much pace.
Yep. This is it. See, this is what the league did. We can sit back and hit them on the counter all night long if you want to.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Just let them pass around in midfield all the once.
But to be honest, we haven't played like that. I mean, we've had total domination of most of the game. It's not just been about countering. It's been about just dominating the ball. And we've been a better side by a long, long way.
I mean, Man United put 20-odd passes together here, and they haven't even got over the halfway line yet. Now they do. And Ahmad falls over, and of course he gets a free kick. Of course he does. Falls over a blade of grass and gets a fucking free kick. Unbelievable. Mental. 11 shots for Newcastle, 2 from Manchester United, none on target. Out of our 11, only 4 on target, Billy. So that's an area where we need to work on second half, probably. Get a bit more on target.
Yeah.
And again, Man United, that's nice from Casemiro. But not a great ball. Comes to Murphy. Murphy now to Bruno. Bruno just holds it up. Little bit sloppy there from Bruno, but it comes to Dan Burn now. But again, Manchester United, they don't want a high press. They know the risk that they're going to take if they do push players forward, which they're going to have to do eventually, Billy.
Well, yeah, they'll bring more pace on the second half, though, won't they? You probably see Garnacho and Rashford on at some point, and then they probably will be able to press. Yeah,
lovely ball by Fabian Schär to Murphy, who tries to flick it past Dalot, but Dalot did well. Read what Murphy was going to do. And Onana now out to De Ligt, closed down by Gordon. And now Mazraoui closed down by Hall. Manchester United launched the ball forward. It's missed by Byrne. Højlund gets there. And now Eriksson tries to flick it back to Højlund, but Tonali's there. Not a great touch by Tonali, but Trippier sweeps it up and back to Dubravka. Takes it down and then clips a lovely ball out to Lewis Hall. What a ball that was by Dubravka. Hall pushed and pulled. Still no foul given. He's done superbly well there, Lewis Hall. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, was he going to decide there, Dubravka?
Yeah, he should have gone Yep.
towards Trippier.
Now Mazraoui from Man United, intercepted by Dan Burn. Joelinton just says, just cool it down a little bit. Now Bruno and Newcastle once again. Where's Dan Burn going? Dan Burn's going through the centre-forward position. And he's looking for a ball here from Murphy. He wants to cross. And now Trippier will cross it. He knows they've got guys in there. Comes back to Gordon on the edge of the box. Well, Kobe Manu, Ahmad just didn't put a challenge in there. And Newcastle just slow it down again now. Tonali to Lewis Hall. 3 minutes of additional time at the end of the first half, of which we are into the first minute now. Trippier to Bruno. Bruno to Trippier again. Newcastle just keeping possession now to half-time, Billy. That'll do us.
We've got to be happy with our first half's work.
It's been sensational. It's been sensational. And we'll get a good rest at half-time and, try and get a third early doors in the second half, Billy, to kill the game. Bruno back to Fabian Schär. Schär inside for Bruno again. Just sticks the big ass out. Martinez all over the back of him. Bruno just says, nah, not today, son. And now it's with Fabian Schär. Schär. Oh, that's dreadful from Schär. Oh, no. Oh, no. They put it wide. What a miss. And we've got away with one. Casemiro with a sitter, but Fabian Schär, fuck off. That's the kind of laziness that we do not want to see.
Yeah.
It's a dreadful pass, trying it with the outside of his boot. And Casemiro, dear me.
Have to score there.
Oh, my God, what a dreadful miss. We've got away with that one. But fucking Schär, just wake up, son.
First mistake we've made in the whole game.
We do not want to see lazy passes like that.
Yeah, first mistake we've made in the whole game, and it could have cost us.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what happens when we switch off. We don't need laziness like that. Bloody hell. I mean, if they'd got a goal there, Billy, they don't deserve one. And they're back in the game at halftime. They go in at halftime with a bit of fire in the bellies.
Yep.
Dreadful stuff. Let's learn from that, please, Fabian. No more of that, please. As Murphy has the ball now. Back to Fabian Schär again. Schär. Short ball to Trippier. Back to Schär. Schär takes a touch. Trippier floats one all the way back to Dubravka. Inside the final minute of additional time. Lovely ball out by Dubravka again, straight to the feet of Lewis Hall. Now Gordon. Gordon, lovely ball inside for Bruno. Lays it off for Tonali, but it was just a little short for Tonali, that.
Well, I've got to hit it a bit more firmer now because Manu's quicker into the challenge. He
is. Ahmad now. Lewis Hall comes in, as does Gordon. And Manchester United lose the ball, throw it to Newcastle. That should do it for the first half. I mean, Ruben Amorim is just thinking, what am I going to say to these players? How do I get this side going? Rashford, he's fallen out with Rashford, he's fallen out with Garnacho, and he expects them to come on the pitch and change the game.
Well, I'll still be relied on because no one else on the bench.
But there is the halftime whistle, and it's Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2, in what you can only call an absolute dominant first half from Newcastle United, Billy. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, fantastic first half. Well, 99.9% of it was fantastic.
Yeah.
We did get a little bit sloppy towards the end. When they made the changes, it has changed the game a little bit, but we still looked threatening. However, that first half an hour, we were absolutely sensational. Absolutely sensational. Isak, Bruno, Tonali, Gordon, Hall, all creative, all causing threats, and 2 goals didn't flatter us. We should have more than that.
Apparently, Manchester United fans booing at halftime. Well, they've been dreadful. Let's be honest. They've been dreadful. Wagner says, happy with the team, but they had 2 chances and they were both awful mistakes by Schär. We need to put that right, but let's look at the other end, the amount of chances that we've created as well. Man United will get chances, guys. It is Old Trafford. But come on, we should be out of sight here. It should be 3, 4 or 5. Manchester United have been absolutely dreadful so far. We've not let them in the game, Billy. I mean, the way we've played, the passing around and then letting Man United have the ball in the middle of the park. And then, of course, a couple of times they've got through, but Newcastle just playing them on the counter. Sammy says we need an extra one in midfield. Well, I don't know
about that. Well,
Alex,
what I will say is They have been playing shit, but we've made them look shit.
We have. Yeah.
You know, they haven't had a second to rest in areas of the pitch where they want seconds to rest. Simple as that for me.
Yeah. Alex, just fucking sensational.
Yeah, as expected. I mean, I think we're all a tiny bit nervous because of how confident we all were. I thought surely we can't be this confident, but you know, we trust in the recent performances and the quality of the lads, and they're delivering what we expect. A couple of little silly, sleepy moments. We don't want to go gifting them a route back into this game because they do not deserve one. They deserve to be dead and buried. We are clearly the superior side. We need to make it count and kill this game off. There was a comment just before I joined about a third. I completely agree because one goal gets them back in this game. There is the ridiculous non-factual opinion that 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline in football. But in this case, I agree with the nonsense. Kind of feels like it. I would like a third. But they've just been unable to do anything, really. The midfield, the building up from the back. I think Dan Burn's been sensational. His passing's been so on point today. His technical ability. He's definitely had his Weetabix this morning. Fabian Schär just needs to calm down. We don't need him to be world class. Just be basic. We
don't need to try and outside of the foot passes like that.
No, just do the basics properly. That's all we really need. Dubravka's been okay in goal. There's been a lot of pressure from Diallo and others. So much so that we're doing so well that they've had to make substitutions and completely rip up the game plan. So we're deservedly ahead. 1.92 XG. On top of the 2 goals we've scored, we've hit the post. We've had one disallowed. We've nearly scored from a corner. Trippier's been winding them up. They don't like it. They are well and truly a wounded animal, and we need to make this count in the second half.
Yeah. Croc the Crocodile says, you say we should be 4 or 5 up. Are we going to regret not finishing them off? I don't think so. I think all we need to do is keep playing the way we are. We will get more goals. There's more goals there for us. We do need to take chances, yes. But, you know, apart from a couple of silly little errors, you know, Man United haven't had a look in. And if we just shore that up a little bit, I can't see them getting back in the game, even with Rashford on, who's been dreadful, even with Garnacho. But let's be honest, I don't think Amarin is too pleased that Rashford's on the bench today. He's only on the bench because they've got nobody else because of the suspensions.
He basically said that before the game. Said it.
He's not part. He doesn't want to be part of it. He's going in January by all accounts. George Graham's been a member for 4 months. Thank you, George. I was saying in the preview, Man United lack true athletes, physically and mentally. A weak side. We need to start strong second half and kill the game. And Adam Karadik is a new member of the channel. Welcome to Members Club, Adam. Thank you very much. Alex, the 2 goals we scored, I mean, just dread Man United and crosses. I mean, I don't know what it is, but they just hate them. But Martinez was all over the shop.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't care because it's good for us, but they're terrible at handling the flanks. Considering they're playing with wing backs and trying to pack, it doesn't make sense defensively with what they're trying to achieve. The fact that Murphy, Trippier, Hall, and Gordon are having such luck down the sides shows how poor they are. And then the centre backs, as you said, Martinez, don't know what he's doing there. I appreciate we've got you know, physical specimens in our team. Joe Linton's an absolute monster, but even so, I was expecting to have, you know, some slightly harder worked goals. Normally we've played West Ham and Palace, really struggled against 3 centre halves, really struggled to in set pieces, to break them down. There's been no space. All the crosses get swatted away. Yeah. Not today. Easy peasy. We just need to keep it going. I think we've been very, very sensible with our attacks as well. We've been careful not to throw the kitchen sink at them, which I'm proud of us for doing that because there's been games where we've just absolutely gone for the throat too early and we run out of steam. We look like we're being quite careful today, which is nice. And for Manchester United fans watching, yes, we've actually kind of pulled off the gas a little bit. Normally, they just go for it naively and we completely puff out of smoke. Yeah. Whereas today, I think they're being very, very calm with it.
We've got a super chat from Typhoon Chi. We've given balls away cheaply, and Man United had 3 chances after Amarin brought on Menu and changed the system to 5-3-2. We cannot get complacent. And Anthony Stafford has gifted 5 Toon Review memberships. Thank you very much, Anthony, for that. Billy, Mr. Isak, though, his one-on-ones ratio is still terrible.
Yeah, he gets himself into the great positions and thinks about the shot and tries to chip every time. I don't know what he's doing. If he'd have just blasted that one, look, he did the one he was offside for, he scores. You know, and we've seen how lethal he is when he's blasting it. But I think he'll get another one now, second half. I mean, he's still got his goal a game, so can't really be critical, can we?
Well, no, but it is something, Alex, that he just seems to fluff one-on-ones. It's like we've said in previous shows. It's like when he's got time like that, he just seems to, it's when Alexander needs to act instinctively, is a better striker than Alexander Isak when he needs to think about things.
Well, he got himself all the way to the shot, and I think he's going to be very frustrated with himself for that, because it looks silly when the goalkeeper anticipates it. He does well with the harder opportunities. The disallowed goal, fine, not a goal, but still fantastic finish. He always does well with the harder finishes, and this is what we've tried to tell other teams throughout on any show on this channel, is that we've actually been scoring the harder chances and missing the easier ones. So if anything, our data doesn't show you the whole picture. We've scored some absolute bangers and we're missing some of the tap-ins. Well, I say tap-ins. One-on-ones. You expect a striker of that quality to score more of his one-on-ones than Isak does. So if he gets another chance in the second half, I'm confident he'll bury it.
What do you think of Gary Neville complaining that it should have been a handball, Billy? Sorry, Alex, for the second goal. Not one Man United player appealed, by the way.
Absolutely don't care. We got completely done by a handball against PSG with Livramento. This is actually as rules as written, so there's nothing to complain about. Can win all he wants. You're not a Manchester United fan today, Gary. You're a pundit or a commentator, whatever you are. Try and be neutral.
Well, Sky have now put the IFAB laws of the game on the screen and showing you where the handball and no handball should be. And for me, it's a no handball. Definitely not. So sod off.
No, it's not. It's not even open to interpretation. It's not a handball categorically. It's not even up for conversation.
Plus, Martinez's hand was up as well, and it did take a knock off Martinez as well. So, whatever.
It's a goal.
They can complain all they want, but I don't think they will. The Man United got more to worry about than that being a handball.
They should think themselves lucky that they're only 2-0 down.
Yeah,
because they're still kind of in this game to a point. 45 minutes with some of the individual quality they've got, they have a chance, because we've not killed this game off yet. So they should thank the Lord that they're only 2-0 down. We could be so much more. Indeed.
Kieran has gifted 5 Toon Review memberships as well. Thank you, Kieran. And James Morrison says how the Chia Xerxes sub is actually vile, but the more we play with Doobs, feels like we absolutely need a ball-playing goalkeeper. Murphy performance trips back up. I thought Dubravka's been excellent with his distribution tonight. Absolutely excellent. Some of the
I think what he means is when obviously Nick Pope's back, it's glaringly obvious that Nick Pope is fantastic as a sweeper keeper, and Dubravka's considerably better with his feet. We need something in the middle, which is why obviously there's been a lot of goalkeeper links. Having a hybrid of the two would be fantastic. Of course, that is why those kinds of goalkeepers are really expensive.
Yeah. Goldbridge apparently saying it was a handball. Well, of course he will, because Manchester United, they're scraping for everything right now. They're in uproar because they just have nothing at the moment.
It's not based on his opinion. It's based on the rules. It's a goal.
Absolutely.
Straw clutching, isn't it? They're very good at that, Manchester United.
Well, yeah. It's clear that they're clutching at straws. So what do you think Eddie Howe says, Billy, at half-time? Very comfortable, but he's got to have a word with them about being switching off, especially like Fabian Schär did.
Well, the back four, you've got to concentrate and not give silly balls away. Just do the simple ball, let the midfield players cook, and then we can create more chances and score more goals.
We've got Johnny Ola, who's been a member for 30 months now. Thank you very much for your support, mate. Let's not get excited about leading against relegation fodder. Lol. That's brilliant. Well, currently Newcastle are up to 5th in the table, so perfect way to start the new year. Nick Thornton says we were sloppy for the last 15 to 20 minutes. We need to come out firing and kill this game off with another early goal.
Well, he's got half time to discuss this now. Obviously, there were some tweaks made by Manchester United that made them look a bit better. we switched off a couple of times. So it was the perfect time for Eddie Howe to regroup, explain what the differences are going to be in the second half, make sure everybody knows what their job is, marking, pressing, shape. And then we've got the bench to help us as well. We've still got Sean, Willock, Barnes. We've got things, if we do give it a bit too much, we can rotate, we can freshen things up. So it's positive.
The other scores in the Premier League tonight just kicked off the second half at Villa Park. It is 1-1 in that game. And coming into the 55th minute at Portman Road, it's Ipswich 2, Chelsea 0.
Ooh,
Villa are now 2-1 up, apparently. A long injury for Paul Torres in the first half.
That's why they're just behind. That's just in front of us now. Yeah, Delap with a penalty for Ipswich and Hutchison in the 53rd minute. So they've literally just scored their second goal. Well, nothing's come on FOTMob yet about a Villa second goal, so we'll wait and see about that. Insanity says, get in there. Can't get too complacent, though. How are the lads? Indeed. And I think that's what Eddie will be saying. Let's not get complacent. Let's keep the football going because we can play around these. So just keep it going, play around them. I mean, that back three, Alex, for Manchester United is there to get at.
Yeah, it's just the midfield we've got to be careful with because they've been quite aggressive at stopping us playing out through the flanks. Gordon's had to do a lot of driving into midfield. And then ultimately that final pass central has to be spot on, otherwise they break straight through the middle of us. Yeah. So we've got to be really careful with that. I think there's got to be some emphasis on that at half time. I think attacking wise, I don't care what their centre halves are doing. I think we're good enough to just do our rehearsed attacking patterns, keep it going, we'll score more goals. But we have to make sure we're tweaking things that they're doing right now at halftime, make sure everybody's switched on and understands their roles. In terms of attacking, don't care who their centre halves on. They can rotate, they can bring different three on for all we care. We just need to keep doing what we're doing, which is we're really good at scoring goals at the moment.
I don't think they have anybody to bring on. Villa have gone 2-1 up. Morgan Rogers just after half time. I mean, look, I am genuinely excited to see what we can do in this second half. I thoroughly think we can get another 2 goals at least. And I mean, Alex, you wanted to bury them. I mean, we're doing everything. We're doing everything like that.
Well, we've not. I think we've. It would have been nice if we could have gone for 3 or 4.
3-0.
It didn't work. We went for it, but it wasn't to be. We got the 2. We just need to make sure we stay solid. I don't want us to go unnecessarily chasing this game and let Manchester United back into it. So let's make sure we don't overcommit. Everybody's careful and understands their role tactically, because we've had a few moments in the last few years where we've let teams back in and they've not deserved it. We need to make sure we kill this game off. They are not good enough. They do not deserve even a single point out of this game, and we need to make sure we close the back door.
Yeah, agreed. Discipline and game management. That's all it's about now.
Yeah, Tonali's hitting the post was painful. I mean, you could see why he went with his right foot because of the angle his body was. Very, very unlucky. Brian H., thank you for your super chat. This is commentary class again. The back on the pitch, Alex. We'll see you at full time, matey.
Fingers crossed.
Go on, everyone. We'll see you at full time, mate.
So, and this is it. We don't want to get their crowd an excuse to get back into the game. You know, we want to keep it as it is. Yeah. They're gonna push the first 10, 15 minutes. They're going to try. However, we should be good enough to defend it and score. Anyway, we're off.
We are off very, very quickly there, quicker than I thought. So I'll just move myself there. We'll bring Billy back in, and then we will go back in here, and then we will make that big. And there we go, back to normal again. Nick Thornton says, someone tell Cher he isn't Pele. Indeed, he isn't Pele. By the way, Jason Tyndall is on the bench tonight. I think he has to wait till he's here to see what charges he's going to get, Billy.
Yeah.
No changes for Newcastle. Still the same. I think it's still the Man United 11 that finished the first half. As Trippier gets it into Tonali. Across now to Dan Burn. Burn brings it forward, spreads it out wide to Lewis Hall. Hall takes his time, looks for a ball through, tries to play it through to Isak, but it's well read by Maguire. And it's back with Onana. C Bubble says Sky Sports News enough said it's absolutely comical. Well, there you go. What do you expect? I mean, they may as well sponsor Manchester United. You know what I mean? Good strength there by Toon Army. Menu all over the back of him. That's a foul. Finally, we get one. Just too strong for him there. Absolutely brilliant from Sandro. I think it's vitally important, Billy, that, and I'm sure the manager would have said this, that we don't concede 15, 20 minutes. Just keep it tight.
Just discipline, yeah. Play the game. Attack, but not over the top attacking, like Stato said. Don't leave ourselves open. Give them nothing to go at.
I'm not sure what's going on here. The Newcastle players having to go at the referee, likes a Dan Burn, etc. But I'm not sure what that's all about. Anyway, Trippier's got a free kick, and he floats it in towards Dan Burn, who's pushed over. And the referee just says, get up. I mean, how is that not a foul? And then Tonali makes a good tackle, and I'm not sure he felt he was fouled as well. But anyway, play's gone on. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of empty red seats in Old Trafford, Billy, I'm noticing there. Dalot now. Martinez clears the ball, looking for Højlund. I mean, Rasmus Højlund, Billy, he's got a bit of pace about him, and he does put himself around. But when you get no service at the minute, you can't do anything.
No.
He's coming so deep for the ball. Anyway, Ahmad now finds De Ligt and out now to this near side to Mazraoui. Back to De Ligt on the halfway line. Again, Newcastle just sitting, waiting for the right time to pounce. But now Martinez has a bit of space to move into for Manchester United. Dalot is outside of him here on this near side. Dalot back to Martinez. Casemiro floats a ball in. Burn gets ahead to it, and a big 25 boot to it as well. Gordon will keep this in. Gordon traps it down. Lovely flick to Isak, and now back to Gordon. De Ligt didn't know whether to commit himself or not there. Gordon cuts inside and rolls it back to Burn. Tonali. Well supported by Isak again. Isak wins the throw into Newcastle. Man United want to throw in. They're not going to get that. It's a throw to Newcastle, and we're not in much of a hurry to take it. I mean, Man United, to be honest, Billy, what I'd expect from them is to come at us quite hard in this second half.
Yes, absolutely. First 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. We just see that out, and we should be okay. And Lewis Hall slices it completely behind him, and it goes out for a throw into Manchester United. Please do keep subscribing, guys. Welcome to Matchday Live on the Toon Review. It is Man United 0, Newcastle 2. And you are with your number one station for Newcastle United live commentary with me and Billy Bob. And, of course, analysis from Stato as we head towards 35,000 subscribers, guys. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new and you like what you see. And, of course, don't forget to hit the like button, everybody, if you're enjoying tonight's commentary. As, again, Højlund giving Cher a bit of a rough time. He did well there, Rasmus Højlund. Now,
well, it's like Højlund's pulled himself onto Cher rather than go with Bird, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Ahmad. But, Gordon forcing him backwards. And now Kobe Mainoo. Closed down by Joe Linton. But again, Newcastle, they don't need to do that crazy high press. They're just letting Man United knock it around in the middle of the park. And that'll do us nicely, Billy. As De Ligt tries a forward ball. Cut out by Dan Burn. Hall quite slow there compared to Mazraoui, who got the ball first. Now Mainoo. As Manchester United head towards the penalty area. Casemiro. Mazraoui with a cross. Højlund trying to get in there. Burn gets in the way. Sorry, Fabian Cher, and it's a corner to Manchester United. Cher felt he was fouled there by Højlund.
No, I think he was fouled.
Yeah, we'll just have a look at the replay here. Good ball in from Mazraoui.
Of course
he's fouled. How is that not a free kick? I mean, he takes his legs away, for fuck's sake. Mental. Absolutely.
Just defended, though. Just defended. They've got some big fellas in there.
Yeah.
De Ligt and Maguire. Casemiro. McGowan is dangerous.
Yeah, Eriksen's ball in is dangerous across the bottom. It comes to Mazraoui on the edge of the box. It's blocked well by Dan Burn. Newcastle could break, but Hall got a call from, of course, Kieran Trippier there, and Trippier settles it all down quite nicely and plays a little 1-2 with Dubravka. So Trippier now will play the ball forward, looking for Joe Linton.
Oh, come on.
Gets to the way of Joe. Yeah, absolutely. Eriksen, Højlund, Mainoo, out to Casemiro now. Dalot or Casemiro outside the boot, but Dubravka comes and claims very well. and just settles things down for Newcastle United. But it's as we expected. Manchester United will push hard. They've got to. They've got no choice. Oh, that was almost a brilliant move there. Maguire did really well, to be fair to him there.
Yeah, a couple of communication problems I've seen second half, but
yeah, absolutely.
Just got to tighten up. Tighten up.
Yep. Just don't give them a sniff.
Tighten up and hit them once on the counter, and that'll kill the game.
Martinez now for Manchester United plays the ball over the top, but it's too hard and all the way back to Dubravka. Martinez is captain of the side of Manchester United tonight, by the way. Hasn't really led by example. Tonali now closed down quickly by Mainu. Out to Lewis Hall. Now Gordon. Back inside to Lewis Hall. Brilliant football from Newcastle again. And Hall. Oh, that's a brilliant ball, but just too much on it for Isak. Or he was through on goal.
Just as well.
Yeah, Martinez read it well. It was a brilliant bit of play. Now Bruno. Taken out by Martinez. Free kick to Newcastle United. And the Argentine picks up the Brazilian. I mean,
they've got history.
Absolutely. I mean, that is a blatant foul as you're ever going to see. But I think he took one there, Martinez, because he knew if Bruno had got away from him with a ball there, Newcastle would have a hell of a chance. This is way too far out to have a crack, although it is an honour in goal. You just never know, do you? Keith Truscott
Lewis Hall's pass would have been a sad in the hit.
Yeah.
He's in.
Keith Truscott says, we're sitting back. We cannot do that. Keith, don't worry. Don't worry. I think we have a plan. Just keep things. Don't let them score. But I don't think we're sitting back because I think Manchester United is shitting themselves, and they have done throughout the match.
We're setting ourselves up for that counter.
Yeah,
that's what we're setting ourselves up for.
I agree,
and they know that.
Yeah. Trippier, short free kick to Gordon, back to Murphy. Murphy clips it into the penalty area. It was a training ground free kick that just didn't work there. But Trippier gets it back to Martin Dubravka. Dubravka now sends it long again, looking for Dan Burn, who's still on that far side. Burn out jumped there, though. But good work to win. Oh, great play by Kobe Mainu to get rid of 3 Newcastle players. And now Højlund, Eriksson, bit of space in the middle for Manchester United. Martinez now running onto it. Martinez slips it through looking for Højlund. Højlund gets it to Ahmad, who's going to have a shot. It's blocked well by Bruno. But that was better for Manchester United. Here's Martinez again. Great bit of play from Kobe Mainu, Billy.
Yeah, he was very strong, wasn't he?
Yep. Dallo now. Mainu again. But again, Newcastle keep a very disciplined shape. Martinez to Mainu. Mainu has to go back to Harry Maguire. And now it's Martinez again. Dr. House says, hope to get a few more lads. We are the real United. Well, at the moment, it's the Red United pressing. Trying to get back in this game, of course. Casemiro, well intercepted by Isak. And Man United have got to watch this break with Isak and Gordon because they know how quick we are. Isak now into Anthony Gordon. Cuts inside onto his right foot. Not a lot of support up there at the moment for Gordon. Kieran Trippier was screaming for the ball on this right-hand side, but Newcastle just patient there, Billy. They didn't want to commit.
Absolutely not. Why would we?
Just take things easy.
When the time's right, they'll commit.
Yep. Sammy says the second ball until now is won by Man United. We need an extra man in midfield. Sammy, chill out. You've said that a few times. Chill. We're doing all right in midfield. Trippier now to Fabian Schär, who's being pressed by Eriksson, who looks like he's pushed up the field a little further. Trippier's down injured hamstring, Billy. That's the end of it.
Yeah. Time for Livramento.
Yeah. Trippier's done. Yeah, that's the end of Kieran Trippier. And Tino Livramento is definitely coming on. Well, he's went to... Come on, he's not staying on the pitch, man. Jesus, just take him off. He knows he's coming off. Yeah, definitely Trippier's hamstring. Definitely going off. Livramento is coming on. And that's the end of Kieran Trippier's night. You
had a very good night as well. Very good game from Tim.
Yeah, he's played well. He's played well. Livramento certainly will improve going forward again, Billy. Do you remember his blockbusting run last season?
Yep.
We're down to 10 men at the minute because the referee started the game and we haven't managed to bring on a sub. So Jacob Murphy will temporarily fill in that role. Here's Isak. And he's hounded out by 3 players. Kieran Trippier looks like he's coming back on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Billy, but if you tweaked your hamstring, you can't take a chance there.
Well, obviously, Livramento isn't warmed up properly, but...
Yeah. Trippier still hasn't been waved back on. Oh, he has. Well, he's running fine there. That's a strange one. That's a very strange one. I mean, if there's any slight worry of a hamstring, surely he's got to come off. As Newcastle win it back again with Bruno and Tonali scrapping away in midfield. Oh, that's a big tackle coming in there by Casemiro and Bruno. Of course, good friends. Here's Dalot. Dalot gets to the byline and a good block by Trippier, and that's going to be a throw into Manchester United. Trippier suddenly looks like he's got all the energy in the world.
Well, that sort of tackle from Casemiro will get the crowd up. It's a brilliant tackle from him. Livramento is coming on now.
Yeah, Trippier's coming off. Gets a pat on the back from Bruno. And well played, Kieran Trippier. Good game from him tonight, but now it's, different options for Manchester United. Of course, we're going against Livramento to what Trippier is. Very 2 different kind of right-backs, Billy.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be averse to having a more defensively minded right-back on. With the pace he's got, he's going to be even more threat from the counter,
So on comes Tino as Manchester United have a throw in deep in Newcastle United's half. It looks like Dalot's going to hurl this one in long. Still Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2 in the 58th minute of the game. You're watching or listening to the Toon Review Matchday Live. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. Bouncing around in the penalty area again. Everybody going. Manu with a volley brilliantly blocked by Anthony Gordon. Or that may have found the net had Gordon not blocked that. Big scramble in the penalty area. Man United making a push here. Eriksen's ball into the box. Again, lots of challenges in there. Lewis Hall is there to head it away. Comes to Harry Maguire. Back to Dalot. Newcastle just need to weather this storm, Billy. Billy?
Yeah, I agree.
Here comes Kobe Manu again. Now Dalot. Dalot jinks past Jacob Murphy. Clips it across again. Header off the post. And somehow it stays out. How on earth has that not gone in? And now Isak at the other end going against Mazraoui. And Mazraoui gets it back to Onana. And that really, really was close to being 2-1, Billy.
Yes, they are starting to push the foot down now. Yep. We have to remain solid. We have to remain disciplined.
Jacob Murphy was done inside out there.
Yeah.
I just wonder if... he's had a quiet game, Murph, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. But Mainu's made a difference for him. Mainu's come on, he's started to take control of the midfield.
Yeah.
Tonali and Bruno aren't as apparent in the game now.
Good defending by Fabian Schär. A very late tackle coming in by Ahmad on Fabian Schär, but I don't think there's a free kick there. But we're just seeing this incident again. Maguire's header off the... I think Dubravka had it covered, to be fair, Billy.
A great block from Lewis
But
Hall.
then a brilliant block from Hall. I think he definitely has this header covered, Billy. His hand's there.
Yeah.
So I think if that was on target, he would have touched that wide. But then Hall gets in the way. A brilliant block. And Newcastle clear. What a block by Lewis Hall. He took that one right in the nuts, Billy.
Mm.
Well, we've hit the hour mark. What's your thoughts, Billy?
Yeah, just as we expected. We thought they'd push early doors, second half, and they have done. Yep. And so far, we've remained solid.
Yep.
Ish.
I mean, the more they have to push, the more we can get them on the counter.
It's going to happen at some point, no doubt in my mind.
Livramento now for Newcastle to Joe Linton to Jacob Murphy. Murphy, terrible pass, gives it away. And now Rasmus Højlund, but Dan Burn comes in to clear.
Yeah, Murphy's been poor tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Isak does really well. Still Isak. He's brought down. Free kick to Newcastle.
I mean, how many more fouls is Martin's going to get away with?
Well, the referee's going to have a word with him this time, but I'm still not sure that he's going to give a card.
Ask him how he's turkey.
Oh, he has. He has. He's booked him. Well done, ref. Have to give him praise for that. I mean, this is brilliant strength by Isak, isn't it? I mean, 2 Man United players all over him. And he's hauled down to the floor by Martinez. Took him out. So Martinez on a yellow card. That might be beneficial to us if we get at him a little bit. Bruno's going to take this free kick. Newcastle not pushing everybody forward. They just... He's told Isak to go back in. Isak had come out wide. Bruno sends it in. It's a brilliant free kick. Headed away. Newcastle got to be careful here. Murphy heads it back. Up goes Tonali with Menu. Tonali. Ericsson gets there for Manchester United. But Joe Linton just didn't fall for Isak, that did it. And then Maguire puts a big boot through it. And Livramento will see it back to Martin Dubravka. Just didn't bounce that for Isak, Billy. If it did, he was through on goal again.
It was.
Bruno now. And plays it out wide for Tino Livramento, who has Murphy ahead of him. Murphy now cuts back inside. Murphy gets away from Ericsson. Lays it off to Joe Linton. Joe Linton, a little bit of a swivel there. Nicely turning away from Kobe Manu. And plays it inside now for Gordon. Nice football this from Newcastle. Little 1-2 with Murphy. Livramento is wide. Gordon gives him his support to the right-hand side again. Gordon spins away. Hauled down. And a free kick to Newcastle United. And this is in a very, very good position here. And Man United are going to make 2 more changes. Garnacho's definitely one of them coming on.
Lenny Yoro, the other one.
Who?
Yoro, Lenny Yoro, centre-half.
Centre-half?
Probably for Martinez, I would imagine.
Yeah. But Newcastle have a big chance here to kill the game off, Billy.
Yeah, they're going to do it before the centre-half comes on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be Lewis Hall to take it, so it's going to be an in-swinging free kick for the Toon. Gordon is standing on the edge of the box. I think Manu has picked that up. He's ready to charge out should that ball come to Anthony Gordon. In it comes from Hall and headed away to the edge of the box. Isak is on it to the left-hand side byline now. Isak. That's a good tackle by Mazraoui and a throw into Newcastle. And now Manchester United will make the changes. Casemiro is coming off for Garnacho. I've got no choice, Billy. Interesting that the 2-0 down, 64 minutes coming up, Billy, and still no Rashford. As Harry Maguire gets the captaincy, it is Martinez coming off, of course, for Yoro, who looks about 15, by the way. He's a tall lad, but you look at his face and he looks about 15.
Well, he'll offer him more in the air, but what he'll offer him on the floor, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, throw in from Lewis Hall. Gordon, that's not the best ball from Anthony Gordon, and luckily Fabian Schär was on hand to get that back to Dubravka because Højlund was sniffing around there. Dubravka, good ball to Joe Linton. Joe Linton nods it down now for Lewis Hall. Hall over the top for Gordon, looking for his pace. And Anthony Gordon has certainly got pace, but very well. Great tackle by Mazraoui, but it comes to Isak now. Isak going against De Ligt. Isak flicks it to Hall. It was an awful flick to Lewis Hall, but we win a throw in. Really important tackle that was, Billy.
It was. It showed how much pace he's got, Mazraoui.
But Newcastle just getting the advantage in the second half again, Billy, pressing a little bit more now.
Took the sting out a little bit, haven't they? And the midfielder's going to start taking control a bit more now, which is what we expected again. Yeah.
The ball is with Anthony Gordon on the far side. Inside to Joe Linton. Back to Gordon. Tonali. Bit of space for him. Back to Dan Burn. Across to Fabian Schär. Garnacho pressing, but Schär stays calm. Plays a lovely ball. And is Anthony Gordon onside? And Arna's come out and clears the ball. And I think he's been penalised there, Billy, for what's going on here?
Are they saying that Lewis Hall was offside as well? I think he is.
Gordon's offside, Billy. He is
Lewis
offside.
Hall.
Is it?
Lewis Hall. Yeah.
It's not. Yes, it is. He's wiped out by Onana, by the way. But I think he's given just slightly offside, wasn't he? Good ball through that by Fabian Schär. Man United take it short, back to their goalkeeper. And now Yoro, first touch of the game. Dalot clips it forward, but that's not a great ball. Livramento will pick that up. Took a heavy touch, but did well to get it to Tonali. Livramento's continued his run, and Isak got in the way.
Yeah, he was in if he'd missed it, wasn't
he? Isak's been penalised for handball. If Isak had left that, Livramento was in on goal. But look, I'll say it again, Billy. We expected Man United to push second half. You know, it's Old Trafford. The crowd get behind them a little bit.
Yeah.
And we just need to keep our concentration, see the game out. I mean, Højlund has given Fabian Schär one hell of a battle, but Schär comes out with the ball there brilliantly. That's much better, Fabian Schär. Now Joe Linton to Bruno. Again, Murphy strides forward, but it goes to Livramento, who takes a touch, brings it forward, spins away from Garnacho. Now Bruno. Bruno to Byrne. Byrne has Fabian Schär, but uses Dubravka. Dubravka takes a touch, floats one out to the left-hand side again to Lewis Hall. Hall brings it down really well. Isak now. Isak pinned on that byline. Hall goes on a run. Isak. Oh, what a ball, Isak! Lewis Hall now for Newcastle towards the box. Hall shoots over the bar. Gordon is so upset with him. He should have pulled it back to him. What a ball from Isak, Billy.
That's an outstanding pass, isn't it? Perfectly weighted. Lewis Hall really should have. I was saying that Gordon's mark, so Lewis Hall didn't have the option of passing it to him because he ran onto a player.
Yeah, you can see better on the replay there. Absolutely. Since Mainoo's come on, Newcastle have had one shot. But we're 2-0 up. I mean, see, here we go again. Oh, Kobe Mainoo's changed the game. No, he hasn't. We were 2-0 up when Mainoo came on. We're not pushing as much as we were.
Well, it's 8 o'clock, so...
honest to God,
maybe
man.
Murphy for Barnes could be the change he makes
now.
I
think so, Billy. I think so. Murphy's been quiet. And you just know with Harvey Barnes, at least he'll test the goalkeeper. Long ball by Anana, and Fabian Schär just lets that drift by. Livramento does really well. Schär brings it down superbly and sets Bruno away now. Bruno out to the left-hand side to Gordon. Gordon back to Bruno. That's brilliant from Bruno, Billy. Absolutely superb. And now Bruno again. Tonali shows himself, and now Tonali. Livramento. Now for Murphy. Nothing forward of Murphy, so he goes back to Tonali. Now Bruno holds the ball up, lays it to Livramento. Good turn by Tino Livramento. And now sets Isak away down the right. Isak cuts inside Dalot like he's not there. Livramento was taken out very late there, by the way. Isak. Oh, go on, son. He's taking the whole of Old Trafford on. Now Bruno back to Tonali. Tonali can send it wide to Murphy. Can Murphy get a cross in? No. Inside to Bruno. Bruno. Now Livramento. Brilliant football. Just couldn't get a finish on it. Hall will keep it in on the far side. Brilliant football, Billy.
Yeah, back in the game again, aren't we?
Here's Joe Linton holding off Mainoo. And now Tonali. Tonali heads towards goal. Murphy's outside of him. It just clips the heel. And now Joe Linton on the edge of the box. Joe Linton still battling for the ball. Bruno comes in and wins the ball. Tonali there as well.
There's
and now Bruno. Unbelievable battling from Newcastle United here. Bruno now to Joe Linton. A little bit of space. Bruno taken out very late. Mainoo's gone down crying again. Get up, you tart.
But he's the one to make the foul, so...
Exactly. Byrne now. Bruno again. Tonali. Man United just can't get the ball off us at the minute. Livramento again. Now Murphy. Looks for some help. Oh, Dummy's Garnacho. Back to Livramento. And now Fabian Schär again. Dubravka supports him in the D. Byrne now. Takes a touch. And now Hall cuts inside. Gets away from Ahmad. And plays a lovely ball to Fabian Schär. Schär now will take his time. Just waste a few minutes here.
No one press in. Take your time.
No, absolutely. Bruno. They are petrified of our counter-attack. But our midfield has just been superb tonight, Billy.
Absolutely outstanding. And the one that he scored a goal, but Joe Linton's been absolutely phenomenal tonight again.
Absolutely, yeah. I think Bruno's stood out for me as well, Billy. Just the way he battles for the ball. Well, now Manchester United with a chance with Ahmad coming towards the penalty area now. Ahmad onto his left foot. It's blocked by Bruno. Lewis Hall will save the throw, a corner, Andy clears the ball. Excellent work from Lewis Hall. Brilliant. And now Isak goes and presses with Harry Maguire. Ericsson. Mazraoui gets it back to Harry Maguire on the halfway line. Still Manchester United 0, Newcastle 2. Coming up to 18 minutes left of normal time. But it's Old Trafford. They're losing, so you can guarantee at least 8 minutes of injury time. Maguire, good ball up to Højlund, but again, Cher sticks to him like glue. Menu, Mazraoui, inside to Højlund. Bit of space now for Højlund. Gets it out wide to Ahmad. Ahmad Diallo heading towards the penalty area, but again, crowded out well. Mazraoui will send a cross in. He's trying to take on Lewis Hall. Does well. Cross comes in. Murphy belts it away into the night sky. And again, Man United giving it a push. Menu. I think we maybe need to freshen it up a little bit, Billy. Maybe it's now.
Yeah, I think a fresh leg somewhere. Whether it be Joe Willock or someone like that, I don't know.
Well, it's with Yoro on this left-hand side now. Garnacho back for Ericsson. Ericsson took a heavy touch. Isak just couldn't get there. Isak's looking a bit weary, Billy.
Yes, he is.
Here's Diallo again. Heading for the byline, heading towards the penalty. A great run by Diallo. Excellent tackle, Lewis Hall. Corner, Manchester United.
No, Lewis Hall thinks that's a goal kick.
Yeah, he does. We're not going to get one, though, are we? Let's be honest. No chance of that happening. But again, we just need to defend well, Billy. We've defended well so far in this second half. Same again. Ericsson will take the corner for Man United. In it comes. Header! Wide of the post. And I think it was Maguire that got there. Or it might be Yoro, actually. He'd be disappointed he didn't put that on target, Billy.
Well, it's on target. He scores.
Yeah, completely unmarked there. Lewis Hall had switched off. And he should have done better there, Yoro. That's a poor miss.
Oh, it's close, isn't it?
Tell you what, it's not far away. Bloody hell's fire. But Lewis Hall just stopped running with him there. I don't know why Lewis Hall is marking Yoro, given the height difference.
No.
As the cameras go on to Marcus Rashford again. I mean, if he doesn't come on, Billy, he's definitely on his way.
Well, the problem he's got is if he brings him off, he's going to be weaker defensively because Rashford ain't going to track back.
Yeah, that's true.
What does he do to kind of...
As Newcastle now break forward, but the flag has gone up. And offside against, I think it was Isak who was offside. As he played it to Tonali. Anyway, Man United get on with it quickly. Here's Yoro. Garnacho. And well worked. Jacob Murphy coming back there. Bruno now. He's taken down. Free kick to Newcastle. And he'll waste a couple more minutes. It doesn't look like Newcastle are preparing anybody to come on. But what a game Bruno's had. What a game he's had.
Outstanding.
And there's all the Man United delegation. Jason Wilcox with a face like a slap backside. Brian, is that Brian Robson behind him there, Billy?
Potentially, yeah. He's an ambassador, isn't he?
I think Newcastle have won a throw-in. Coming up to the 75th minute, Bill, your thoughts?
Just maintain how we're doing, really. We're keeping them at arm's length. Yeah. When the chance comes, we can attack them and put them under more stress.
Yeah. Excellent work there by Tonali. Under real pressure, stayed calm. Livramento now to Isak. And Isak is offside.
That's terrible from Isak. You've got to be that's lazy.
He's looking tired, Billy, to be honest. He's looking very, very tired. And that's understandable. I mean, he's played a lot of football.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know if Eddie will have the confidence to bring Will Asula on. That's the thing.
No, well, I mean, I wouldn't mind having Gordon going for the middle at this point.
Yeah. Maybe Barnes for Isak might be the best one, Billy. And then obviously we can keep Jacob on for defensive work. He's certainly fit enough to play 90 minutes, Jacob Murphy. I mean, he's helping out Livramento a lot. I mean, Man United, they're passing the ball around, but they haven't tested Dubravka. And I think that's the be-all and end-all. Newcastle, I'd say, are comfortable at the moment, Billy. I don't want to tempt fate, but we are comfortable.
Yeah, I agree.
because I think the plan for this second half was, don't overexert yourselves. As that's a terrible ball by Mazraoui, and it goes out for a Newcastle throw. Ahmad looks sick of his life, but Billy, the instructions could be just keep it tight, let them have the ball in non-dangerous areas, and then we can the petrified of our counter attack. And I think that's what our sort of tactics have been for this second half.
But if they think, that's a foul, that's
got to be a foul. Dear God. Absolutely flat.
They're going for the ball on the floor.
Yeah.
Go on, get the card out then.
He's not going to. I mean, that's clearly a foul. I mean, what is Ahmad Diallo thinking?
What a daft Macam twat.
Jesus wept. Honestly, absolutely abysmal stuff. I mean, it obviously that Eddie has faith in this 11 out there at the minute, Billy, that they can still do a job, and he doesn't, because you get managers sometimes who think they don't want to rock the boat by changing it. And like I said, we are quite comfortable. I would like another goal to kill the game off, but at the same time,
it's a bit one-way traffic at the minute, though, isn't it? It's coming straight back all the time. So.
Yeah, but they're not getting near our penalty area, Billy. Then when they do, we're there to clear it.
We are just kicking the ball back from a minute, though. It's,
yeah, we are. Yeah. Yoro plays it inside now to Garnacho, and now Dalot. Bruno comes in and wins the ball. Well, we've got plenty warming up, Billy. We've got literally the whole substitute bench is warming up. Michael Marsden's in the chat, guys.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Paul and Billy. I hope you're both well. Hope you are too, Michael. Long time no speak. Well, it was Christmas Day, actually, when you did say Happy Christmas, and I replied. So we have spoken, but you know what I mean. I mean, obviously, tired legs are going to come into it. There's no doubt about it. We can't keep the blistering pace up that we've had the whole game. But there's 12 minutes to go. We're 2-0 up. And, like I say, Man United are knocking the ball around, but they're not getting near our goal. And De Ligt there's just giving away terribly. Now Gordon. And Gordon, that's a very, very tired pass.
Oof, nearly win it back and all.
He did, but very, very poor from Gordon there. And he looks tired as well. And, well, I think he's got to make a couple of changes sooner rather than later, Billy, because we just need a bit of energy again. And Harry Maguire's just kicked it straight out of play. Marvellous pass from Harry Maguire. Villa 2, Brighton 2. Tariq Lamptey in the 81st minute has equalised for Brighton. There's a lot of tired legs out there.
I just don't want him to regret, them scoring and having the impetus then with the crowd, with the momentum. It's a tough game to keep then, isn't it?
Yeah. But at the moment, they haven't threatened too much. Anthony's coming on.
And not Rashford.
Rashford definitely isn't. He is just sitting on the bench.
Well, it is his third change, isn't it? So he can't make any more.
Yeah, he's not coming on. And that just sends a message, does it not?
Yeah, he's out there, isn't he?
Yeah. Good pressing again from Newcastle now. It's back with Onana. He has to go long. And again, Højlund and Schär battling away. And of course, he gives a free kick to Man United. And he's going to book Fabian Schär. I mean, that's a little bit pathetic, referee, to be honest with you.
That's a foul, but ain't a yellow card, is it?
I wouldn't say
maybe
so,
it is.
no.
Maybe it is. All right, Rasmus.
Well, that's Fabian Schär out of the Tottenham game, Billy. He's suspended. It's a very interesting from you, Billy.
Oh, yeah. We're short centre half, aren't we?
Yes. Oh, chance. Oh, great defending, Lewis Hall. Just held off Rasmus Højlund as Dubravka comes and claims the ball. That's great defending, Billy.
It really is. Really, really good awareness and good play from Dubravka to come out and grab as well.
Yeah. Of course, Dubravka taking his time getting on with the game. Tonali. First time ball out to Livramento. Livramento inside for Tonali. Tonali to Murphy. Murphy cuts inside. Got to be careful here. Just lost his balance a little bit, but did really well. Well played, Jacob. Nice play by Jacob Murphy. Still going. This time he's tackled too much, Jacob. And now Garnacho. Garnacho heads down the left-hand side. He's got Bruno to deal with, and Bruno takes the ball off him. And Bruno nutmegs Menu. Absolutely brilliant from Bruno Gimenez. And now he's brought down and then just pushes the ball up the field for a throw into Manchester United. Eddie, I'm sorry, we need a change here. This is squeaky bum time. I know we're 2-0 up, but we look tired.
Yeah,
there's a lot of heavy legs out there at the moment.
There's 2 or 3 that need to come on.
Yoro brings it over the halfway line. And now Garnacho to Dallo. Garnacho continues his run, but he's met by Livramento. Garnacho flicks it back now to Dallo. Dallo will try and put this in the box, but he goes back to Ericsson. Now Menu floats it across. Mazraoui heads it down for Ahmad. Great play, Anthony Gordon. Then it bounces. It's kicking around in the area. Newcastle are all over the place, and the blistering shot over the bar from Ericsson. And it remains 2-0, but the offside flag is up anyway. 8 minutes to go, Billy.
And that's the first time you've seen Dubravka do what he did last season. He comes out. We watch him now.
He should have come and got, well,
you watch him now. He comes out now and then goes back again. Luckily enough, he was offside.
Yeah, I think he was right to do that, though, Billy. I think he started to come out, realised he wasn't going to get there, and it probably would have caused all sorts of problems.
He shouldn't have come out.
Delict has gone off. Anthony has come on. So Man United have definitely gone for this now. Defender comes off for a forward.
Yeah.
Please do keep subscribing, guys, as we head towards push for 35,000 subscribers. Welcome all our new subscribers to the Toon Review tonight. Thank you for everyone's support. And please don't forget to give it a like if you have enjoyed tonight's commentary. As Menu now.
4 for them now. Yeah, it's going to be Alamo now.
Yeah, it is certainly going to be as Ahmad heads towards goal again. Back to Anthony. Now Ahmad. Back to Anthony. Menu. And it comes again. It's very deep. That's going out of play for a goal kick.
Seen better crosses on a pool scooping.
Yeah. I mean, look, Man United are going to push. It's Manchester United, for God's sake.
Yeah, but we've got the same 11 on. Here we go.
Yeah, Harvey Barnes. Yep.
I'd want another one as well, to be honest.
It is Joe Willock's coming on. He's behind him, Billy. Willock likes a goal at Old Trafford. Now, interesting to see who they're going to take off here.
Will it be Isak? Will Isak be one of them? They're not doing it now.
It's nobody at the minute because they're going to take the goal kick. Okay. Dubravka sends it long. And Maguire and Isak there rolling over the top of each other. And now Euro. Ike for PM says 95-96 with 12 points ahead. Liverpool this year. Am I dreaming? Let's not think of things like that. Let's just get through this game first of all. As Maguire sends it long for Diallo again. Dan Burns sees it out though for a Newcastle throw in. And of course, the Geordies are in good voice, Billy.
Well, why wouldn't they be?
Absolutely.
These are the nights. It's great to be a Newcastle fan. Gordon's coming off. I know one of them.
Anthony Gordon and Jacob Murphy are coming off for Barnes and Willock. So I think Joe Linton will probably go left, Billy, or you'll just interact with Joe Linton on the left.
Yeah, it depends where the threat's coming from. If they're worried through the middle, then they'll put Joe Linton there. But I mean, Willock can play either, can't he? So
yeah, I think it's good substitutions, Billy, because we can get at them down the wings now.
Yeah,
and they've had a good chat with Tyndall there before coming on. I think these guys can take the ball forward.
He might put Barnes out there and put Joe Willock down the right. Joe Linton down the right.
Yeah, possibly. Let's wait and see. Barnes has definitely gone to the left. Willock. Yeah, Joe Linton's gone to the right, Billy. So it's not a bad change, that, actually, because Willock can give us something going through the middle now.
Yes.
We've got the pace of Willock through the middle. That'll worry Manchester United, definitely. So I'm pleased with those changes. As Man United come back with Diallo again, heading towards the penalty area. And
get out of it.
Now throws himself to the floor looking for a penalty.
Malcolm prick.
Yeah, that's shocking, that. And as usual, trying to get a penalty there. Hall just closes him down. Burn. There's no that's a yellow card. That's a shocking dive from Diallo. You cheating bastard.
Just kicking anywhere now, though, aren't we?
Yeah, it's clumsy. It's a bit sloppy. But we're in the closing stage of the game. It's one of those nervy times, Billy. I mean, it's natural, I guess. But we just need to keep that concentration. Euro for Manchester United.
And obviously, Eddie's more worried about Garnacho than what he is about Anthony because he's brought Joe Linton onto this side to help defence.
Yeah, I agree. Ball played down looking for Hoyland, well cut out, and Hall plays a very, very difficult ball for Dubravka to deal with, but he did so brilliantly.
Did well there, Dubravka. Yeah, it was really tough one.
Absolutely. Michael McIntyre with a super chat saying Toon. He read that well, actually. It was a really difficult ball to deal with for Dubravka there, but he did so well. Man United giving it a late push, trying to get something.
Puffing now, aren't they?
Yeah, it's been an excellent performance again from Newcastle, Billy.
Yes, outstanding.
Garnacho now going the wrong way. Livramento just blocks him off. Maguire very lucky there. Barnes on the sniff. Mazraoui now gets it to... What are you laughing at?
I hope he don't get drug tested afterwards.
What did I say?
Barnes on the sniff.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now Ericsson, Garnacho, blocked off by Tonali.
Where's he supposed to go, ref?
Oh, seriously, man.
Where's he supposed to go?
They'll do everything to get Man United back in this game. Absolutely everything. Jesus Christ.
He's standing there, he runs into him and he gives a free kick. What an absolute quality prick.
Absolutely shocking, man. Shocking. I'll be very interested to see how much added time he's going to put on here, Billy.
Fucking 20 years, probably.
Oh, hey. Anyway, Ericsson's going to take the free kick, coming up to 2 minutes left in the 90. Then we'll see how much he adds on. Ericsson's ball is straight down to Dubravka's throat, but Burn heads it away.
No shout.
I don't know whether he got a call or not. Willock dealing with Manu in the corner here. Willock does well and does very well. Clears the ball as well. Brilliant stuff from Joe Willock, but we've got nobody up there. Dallo. I think for Newcastle, Billy, it's now let's not concede.
Absolutely. This has been the plan really for the whole of the second half.
Yeah.
Disciplines, in the main, and harms by Man United.
We have been very disciplined, and what's he done here? Well, there's a push somewhere, and he's given a free kick.
Yeah, I think Slabhead's been done for push on Burn. Well,
yeah, rightly so. Throws him to the floor. Of course, it's a free kick.
What's he moaning for, Maguire? Apart from he's been hit on over the head by a concrete shovel.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Oh, look at the Manx streaming out of Old Trafford. Now fuck off home. You've seen United. Now fuck off home. Yes! Long ball out towards Joe Linton. Maguire puts his big slab heat through it. Hoyland heads it down only to Willock. Now picked up by dangerous Dan Burn. And he floats a beautiful ball to Harvey Barnes. Barnes now. He's got players coming in. But Barnes, Anthony's all over him. And Barnes, he's brilliantly won it back. And now Tonali. Look at the red seats appearing in Old Trafford. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. Lewis Hall now. Back to Bruno. Bruno cuts inside of Ericsson. Now Livramento. Oh, brilliant from Livramento. Skips away from Garnacho. Now Bruno has Joe Linton on this near side. Back to Livramento. Bruno just holds Manu off, and Manu brings him down. Free kick to Newcastle United as the 90 tick by. How long have we got left, referee?
58 minutes.
How long is added on? 3
minutes. Wow.
Holy shit! Wow.
Oh, amazing.
That'll do us, Billy. Thank you very much. Although the physio hasn't been on, to be fair. Apart from Trippier. Oh, Isak again. Stop it. Nick Thornton says it's a long drive back to London for the Manx. It is indeed. 2.5 minutes to go of the game. Anana brings it forward. Long ball. Hall gets his head on it. Anthony flicks it on. Tonali puts his big Italian love head on it. Willock trying to get in there. Anthony's trying to go for a run, and he's going to have the pace to get round Lewis Hall. He sees... he falls over, and he doesn't even get a free kick. Absolutely superb. Tonali.
Oh, not there, mate.
He's lost it. Diallo now. Garnacho. But again, Bruno is with him. Garnacho. And Bruno wins it. It somehow ends up back with Garnacho. Then Bruno wins it back again. Take that, you mank twats. Tonali now and Bruno just playing keep ball, throw into Newcastle. And Bruno's loving it, Billy. Loving it.
I think it's quite blatantly obvious at Old Trafford tonight that there's only one Bruno in this league.
Oh, without a doubt. Sammy says, I need this clean sheet so bad.
There won't be any clean sheets in my house tonight.
Dear God. 4,000 watching on both platforms, guys. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. Your number one channel for Newcastle United live commentary with myself and Billy Bob. But we have live shows nearly every day, news shows. We've got it all. So please subscribe if you are new as we push for 35,000, guys. Thank you for your support. Welcome to all our new subscribers tonight. And of course, please hit the like button if you've enjoyed the commentary. And look at the Cockneys. They're in disarray, Billy.
Fucking hell, he's fucking Newcastle.
Is that Rasmus Højlund's twin brother in the stands there?
No, I think that was just a pizza.
Oh. Joe Linton's now having his regular sit-down. As the, well, I can only describe as the Hong Kong supporters club are definitely there as well.
Dickie Davis is there as well, see him.
I mean, look at the hair. I mean,
there's John Sinclair. John Sinclair, the Man United end.
Yeah, there he is. Absolutely buzzing. Brilliant performance from Newcastle United tonight. We're in the final minute of the additional time. And Dubravka has not had a save to make, Billy.
Again.
They've had shots, Man United, but they haven't tested Martin Dubravka at all. And now Højlund going at it with Cher again. Cher falls over, but forces Højlund very wide. And then puts the ball out for a throw-in. Man United get on with it quickly. The 3 minutes are up. Blow your whistle, referee. 3 minutes are up. Come on. Come on. And Joe Linton now. Willock, Bruno, Isak, fouled. The referee blows. It's it. We've beaten Manchester United by 2-0. A brilliant performance. And the turnaround is incredible. Newcastle march on. Man United continue to be relegation fodder in their rat-infested shithole. And Newcastle United win 2-0, Billy.
An outstanding night's football. We've totally gone to Old Trafford, taken the piss out of them. They're not a big team anymore. Well, they're even in the cartel. It's beyond me. They're a small pot tin club, Mancunian shithouses. Dear.
Well, I mean, that sums up the game, everybody. I mean, according to Billy Trey there, that just sums everything up. Simon Yorkshire, blistering first half, professional second. Fantastic. I think that's a fair assumption, Billy.
I agree.
Blistering first half, destroyed them, and then a very, very professional second half, seeing out the game and winning 2-0.
Just disciplined and, they've huffed and puffed without really creating a lot.
Yeah.
Easy peasy for us. Really, really easy. The easiest game we've had for a few weeks. And I include 4-0s and 3-0s in that. Because tonight should have been a 5-0 with a chance we missed first half.
I think we've got the best midfield in the league at the minute, Billy.
No, I don't disagree with you. I agree.
That's not just, he's going over the top with a win. I genuinely think, and we said this at the start of the season, when Tonali got back from his ban, the 3 we could have in midfield, Fabian Schär does not look happy, by the way. I think he was...
Well, he's suspended, isn't he, for next game?
Yeah, he's pissed off. Absolutely. But at least, listen, he'll get the ban out the way and then be back. Stato!
Never in doubt. Never in
doubt. I mean, we expected a push from Man United, Alex, but to be fair, they had a lot of... There was some wild shots. Nothing, though, testing Dubravka. Yes, they hit the post, but I think Dubravka had that covered. But to be fair, I think, Simon's super chat summed it up, Alex, when he said blistering first half, very professional second half.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, I think we're still quite naive as a team in those situations. I don't think we know how to deal with it yet. I don't think Eddie Howe would have been thrilled with how deep we sat, with how we just kicked the ball back to them. There's a lot we need to learn in that regard, and we still comfortably won that game. So it's quite funny that we can look at things we could improve, individual mistakes, giving them a lot that they didn't really deserve, and we still comfortably won that game.
Your mic's a bit crackly there, Alex. I think you need to jiggle the wire.
I'll be jiggling my wire later.
Yeah. By the way, Ipswich have beaten Chelsea 2-0 tonight, so that is a good result for us as well as we continue the points chase on all of these teams, guys. It's looking rosy in garden. Some super chats to get through. Jack Bland says, mint commentary as always, lads. Who the F are Man United? C Bubble, there's only one United. Graham Ritchie, I bloody love it. Sammy says 4 games in the Premier League, 4 clean sheets. This is a sign of a team who can win the league. Chipper says, all I will say is get in. Steve Headers, like the movie 300, gave them nothing and took from them everything. How are the lads? And Peter Garthwaite says, if Man United get relegated, the Premier League would try to find a way to keep them up. I mean, they're in desperate trouble, but I really don't care. I mean, we're 5th in the table, Alex, with 3 points now off Chelsea in 4th, and only 4 points away from Arsenal in 3rd. We're catching.
Yeah, we deserve to be where we are. Let's not forget, we've managed to hit a run of form, but some of the points we've accumulated throughout the season so far, we've worked for them. We beat Spurs, we beat Arsenal, we got a 3-3 draw against Liverpool. We've fought hard this season when we've not been in form. And to be fair, this is quite a shaky season for us in terms of not getting the desired results against a Brighton side and an Everton side that we were better than both of them. The 1-1 against Bournemouth. There have been a lot of what we all consider to be drop points. Bruno and Anthony Gordon have talked about inconsistencies. We should be beating those kinds of teams. They've all said it, and they're right. And we're still right on the heels of everybody else in the top 4 now. We've hit a run of form, and let's not forget, it was a team in 14th. 5 losses in the last 6, worst form since the 1930s. We were supposed to win this game. Let's not pretend we weren't all expecting to win this game.
Yeah.
I'll
tell you what, though, we absolutely battered them in the first half. Absolutely battered them. Some of the football we played in that first half was
all that was needed. We definitely took our foot off the gas massively in that second half. I think we knew what the job was.
I think that
and it's what we mentioned at half time.
I think Eddie Hill just said to the lads, don't concede. Let's keep it tight and let's hit them on the break when we can. But let's just be professional and see the game out. And we did. We did. And we
did indeed.
We allowed them to huff and puff. They didn't really like the governors, let's be honest.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I think what they need to understand as well, any neutrals watching and Manchester United fans, this is kind of our B team centre-half partnership. Like we've been trying to upgrade Fabian Schär for a while, and Dan Burn is not Sven Botman. So this is our backup or our B side in terms of our centre-halves.
I'll tell you what,
Livramento is being nursed through. Lewis Hall is 20. Dubravka is our backup goalkeeper. Murphy's not really who we want right wing long term. This is not the
Alex,
side we want out necessarily.
You've been saving this up for so long to really kick it into the Man United fans. Some of them players are on there.
Tell me I'm wrong with any of those points. Tell me I'm wrong with any of those.
Of course you're not. We know you're not.
Do you know what I'm thinking about now? War Danielle. She'll be happy. War Danielle. She'll be a happy lass.
Gutted that they couldn't have made it through to the Carabao Cup semi-final. I am gutted. Wouldn't it have been fantastic to play them another 2 times? Especially at St. James's Park with one of them.
Hell yes. Jeffrey Brunt, thank you for your super chat. That's my Christmas present. Thank you, Santa. Ian Skinner says, we've never had a Christmas like it. Keith Truscott says, Everton are 5 points from Manchester shite. Love it. Michael McIntyre says, great win. Toon C Bubble. My missus said, this isn't Newcastle. This isn't Newcastle first half. Oh, it is. Listen, after those games against the sides that we probably were expected to beat, everybody said, right, it's Villa and Manchester United and Spurs. Spurs will be a test. There's no doubt about it. More of a test than Manchester United, I would imagine. But Spurs in everything. Again, I mean, Alex Schär suspended, so we do have to make a change at centre-back.
Yeah, that's going to be problematic because Emil Kraft has been a competent deputy defensively when he's been available, but he's still not available. So right-sided centre-half, we're going to have to roll the dice on something a bit creative. I know there's a lot of old-school people out there who are quite happy having 2 right-footed or 2 left-footed centre-halves. Fine. It absolutely does work. We do tend to prefer the balance of a left and a right footer. But Eddie has not got a choice this time. It's going to have to be. I mean, the spares. Well, the spares. Look at me talking. But the spares are what we've got: Botman, Lloyd Kelly, and Alex Murphy. He's not going to call Alex Murphy up. It's going to be between Lloyd Kelly and Botman, unless he tries something really odd and creative.
I think it's too soon for Botman, Alex. I think it's got to be Kelly, to be honest. I think it's very early to start Botman in a Premier League game.
I mean, we do see Cher and Burn alternating games from right to left as well. So
I'm not really worried about that. I think we'll be fine with that. Keep subscribing, guys, as we head towards 35,000. Thank you very much to all our new subscribers tonight. Please do, if you're new and you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. Your number one channel for Newcastle United live commentary. And of course, we do live shows practically every day, videos of Newcastle United news, etc. So, and we do welcome fans from other clubs as well on the channel. So please do subscribe if you are new and help us to continue our rapid growth. Thank you very much, everybody. And don't forget to give it the thumbs up, everybody, if you've enjoyed the commentary. Jens says, I'm annoyed only because we didn't win by more. Night of Knee Gaming, he's been a member now for 29 months. Thank you so much for your support. Most amazing run of results. Nice to see Eddie has galvanized the team and bodes well for January and any transfers we make. Jim Bob, thank you for a super chat. And Matt sends in a super chat as well, literally saying, for Alex. So there you go. I mean, look,
just a bit of yellow card info, by the way, for people. So I think one of the reasons Fabian Schär is so angry is that the yellow card, the suspension limit after 5 yellow cards would have been reset after this game had he not been booked. So Tonali is now free as a bird, do whatever he wants. Unfortunately, well, maybe not touch the dice, but whatever he wants on the pitch. But Fabian Schär, unfortunately, has just been caught by that last game. I think, and it was quite late on in the game as well. He got booked, so.
Well, look, we've got to deal with suspensions. That's football. We have to deal, with suspensions.
Yeah, but we have got 2 right-sided centre halves out, which is a little bit frustrating in Lascelles and Kraft. So we're bare bones on that side at the moment.
Yep. John Cook says the Magpies are flying. Colin Clark says, could Trips play centre back? I think he's got a hamstring problem.
That's what I thought. Yeah. When I mentioned weird and wonderful options he might go for, hopefully not. I'd rather not see that.
Bood has been a member for 35 months now on the channel. Up the Mags. Thank you for your support, Bood. C Bubble with another one. I felt Trips coming off made us see the game out. Yeah, I mean, Trippier played very well tonight. Murphy was quiet for me. I don't know whether you guys agree. I just think Murphy, but he was good defensively.
No, I think he had a big job to do in other areas.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He was good defensively, but going forward, very quiet. But he stuck to it. He was given probably a game plan from Eddie, and he stuck to it. It's just that obviously we don't get to know that, do we? So I think I may be doing him a bit of injustice, but I meant going forward. I think he was certainly defensively. Just a clip after that first goal for Newcastle, Billy. I don't know whether you saw there, Casemiro having a right ding-dong with Harry Maguire, and then Onana trying to calm things down. They're just all over the place right now, aren't they?
They are indeed, yeah. Disharmony in the changing room. They've got a manager that is trying to make them do things that they can't do. They haven't got a talent to do. It's who cares? As long as they continue.
Yeah, the Cockneys don't look happy at all. Are you guys doing a Patreon?
Yeah, we are indeed.
Good. Right, so basically what happens now is I'm going to do a match reaction on YouTube, a recorded one, and that'll be out in the next half an hour or so. And Billy and Alex will be doing Patreon. Now, if you don't know what we do on Patreon, it is basically extra content that we do away from the camera. So more podcasts are available on Patreon. Match reactions, transfers, legends. There's history stuff on there as well. Some great stuff to listen to. And it's another way to support the channel as well. So please go and give them support. That will be up tonight as well to listen to. But that is it for Matchday Live. Thank you very much, everybody, for participating tonight. Welcome to all our new subscribers. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for your super chats and memberships. Mods, you've been fantastic again. Thank you to Billy and Alex and everyone out there. Thank you for your support. tonight for the Toon review. We will be back tomorrow, New Year's Eve, for a match review, but it may be a lot earlier than our normal 7 o'clock, because Alex will probably want to be on the piss, as will Billy. So we'll probably do one.
Everybody will be out.
What time do you want to do one, guys? We may as well say now, and then people know.
Should we do it at 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock. I was thinking that.
It's a good shout.
Yeah, right. 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll do the match review and we'll do all the player ratings. So join us then, and we might have a couple of giveaways as well for New Year. Why not? So join us for that. But in the meantime, keep your eyes open for when the Patreon podcast and my reaction over on YouTube go out. Thank you so much for tonight, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. One more, Garant Thomas has been a member for exactly a year. Well done, Garant. Thank you for your support. He wants a moment's silence for Man United. I think it's a moment of laughter that we need for Manchester United. But that is it. Thank you so much, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow for the review. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of the evening, folks, as it's Manchester United 0, Newcastle 2. Good night.
You've seen United. Now fuck off home.
Come back and check out some green.